stop, please. It's time to
Is
play Rotgoons,
everyone
please.
excited for another exciting episode? The panic start of Rotgoons!
Yay!
Anything to escape whatever that was.
You're flashing, by the way, Cab.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Stop
Oh,
dying.
no. I simply faded it out of existence.
Skibbity.
You can't cast a blink spell yet, Cab. We're not in battle.
I can. Like, we established that. Like, I have the flicker spell now.
We know it's a bit.
Time
It's
for
a bit.
that
Cab.
goods.
Sweetie.
Is it? Are you
Yes.
sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Hey, Zoran, are we gonna play the game now?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of Rotgoons. Hope you guys had a lovely day, weekend, evening, whatever the hell that you're doing. Hope it's doing wonderful for you. I wanted to introduce you to the amazing players that'll bring you our fun Pathfinder 2nd Edition adventure, starting off with Minerva.
Hello, everyone. My name is Minerva, aka Party Demoness. I am under that name under every social thingy ever. Yay! I am playing Grey Crocus, the level 8 Null Ranger. Yeah, that's me.
And then next up, we have our ghoulish host, Cabal.
Hello, it is me, Cabal, your favorite frightening, caffeinated cult leader and hooded horror host here on the terrifying, petrifying purple platform of Twitch.tv and all other platforms. Today, I'm going to be playing the spirit of capitalism himself, the sparkling Taj Magus of 8th level, Tellem Shabura.
And of course, have our resident little guy, Froggy.
Hi, I'm Froggy. You already know what it is. That's right. I'm a professional artist and a variety streamer here on Twitch. You can find me everywhere else under Froggy Log. What's good? We're skibbity all day, all the time. We out here mewing. Today I'll be playing Beetle above the level 8 Kobold Investigator. I learned what mewing is yesterday.
What is it?
So, you know the Riz face? Like that's mewing when you make that face. And I was like, that's so stupid. Why do they call it mewing when it's Riz? It's already got a name. It's the Riz face. You're rizzing. What the fuck? But anyway, the kids are calling it mewing. Now you know.
Kind of wish I didn't.
You're welcome.
Now the one that'll help me forget everything I just heard at that moment, it's SaltyJub.
It's called mewing due to the fact that you press the upper part of your tongue towards the roof of your mouth. That is the act of mewing, which is typically associated with sucking on something. So it's actually a suck face. I'm SaltyJub, your local living encyclopedia of weird shit that no one should know about. And I play Hart. He's a big boy who can control wood and earth because he's a kineticist, level 8.
I can't believe Hart is wood maxing.
He is wood
I
maxing.
can. Hart was wood maxing before he became a kineticist. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right, baby. Yeah, baby.
What is
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Swag.
Hart is so skibbity.
I had a good time.
It's time to end it.
And of course, I am your host and game master for this evening, who will also be suffering probably more than them today. I'm Zoran the Bear. It's lovely to see everybody. We're gonna be playing some Pathfinder 2nd Edition. As a reminder, just for all lovely audio listeners, our adventuring party is level 8. Level 8, they're almost catching up to the rock grinders.
Yeah.
They're
It would be
almost
cool
there.
if we surpass them.
We're going to surpass them, I think.
Wink.
Would it be
Wink.
cool?
Might be
Yeah.
suffering, Zoran. But you're always looks maxing.
Does it mew? Looks average. Sits cutely.
Breathes through mouth attractively.
Oh.
Goes through life normally, but seductively.
Whoa.
But of course,
Seg-
What is happening?
but of
Yeah,
course
life-
we can definitely summarize last time on Rotgoons with
we killed the cock.
you strangled the cock to death is definitely what you
Sure
did
did.
last
Twice.
episode. But of course, I'm going to give everyone here a hero point. We're going to switch it up a little bit.
Yes! I've earned this! earned this.
Everyone gets a hero point at the start of the session. You already have one. You get an extra one. There you go.
Well needed.
Yeah.
I am instantly suspicious.
Just go like, what am I being prepped for?
You said we're going to be role playing a lot today. What's suspicious about that?
I think we're being lured into a sense of false security.
I hope so.
It's gonna be some ridiculous social encounter. Like we're gonna be like fumbling over our words because we're gonna keep rolling ones. Just watch.
If I know Soren, there's gonna be a really important moment that is gonna have a lot of weight to it. And Shad is the one that is gonna have to decide something.
It could happen. Chat, are you ready to make the decision who dies today? But no one did die last episode of Rotgoons. You know,
Are
you
we gonna have to
guys.
combine our hero points together like the freaking Planeteers?
Time to find out.
Oh no!
Because you're all in the boats together still going through the Mushroom River. You are in a similar sort of waterway before you hit the Underwood, but you've no idea where this is taking you. You know what you've learned from last time, that these passageways can take you anywhere. Maybe the mushrooms are pushing you towards somewhere. Maybe it's just random happenstance. Maybe it's the talisman that you have been burdened with ever since you met Charles near the beginning of the adventure. Has it been influencing your path the entire time, or has it all just been you bumbling around and potentially somehow finding your way here? But of course, as your rowboats are being gently pushed down the stream, you see that Garavan, eyes closed, sleeping calmly. Namadeth, the demonic-looking flesh-warped knight, sitting there on the side of the rowboat, looks at all of you. You also see Shum just tending to Garavan. Looks over at you, Gray, and goes, Shum!
Yeah.
Shum!
What's up, Shum?
Shum!
Yeah?
Shum!
And she'll lean over to see what's up.
Shum!
Shum?
Anyway, Wello also is chilling out, checking the walls, checking the cavernous walls and the glowing mushrooms that are on the side. Also, there's a faint light that's emanating from them, and little specks of light are floating through the air. It's magical in a way as you're going through the river. During this time, what is the adventuring party thinking of right now? For a recap of basically all that you've gone through, you were looking for a chest that basically a giant has given you a key to. You have explored everything, like a large chunk of this mystical land that's underneath the city of Outset. Large and expansive and more magical than you thought it would be. Mostly just suspecting caverns or so, but it's been pretty much different for all of you. You're separated from your friends and even family up on the surface, and you have no idea what's been going on. I'll go down the road to kind of get an idea of what the characters may be thinking. But of course, if you want to divert from that and just talk to your fellow party members, definitely do. So Minerva or Gray, you had separated from people for a while. You haven't seen Hollick or the Elmas or anybody else at this time. What has Gray been thinking of?
She has definitely been thinking of their comrades who have been there up topside, but they've been kind of forcefully pushed into the back of her mind as they've been basically just trying to survive. And so she's just tired. She's listening to Shum kind of just go on and on and on and not understanding a word that they're saying. Because, you can only understand Shum so many times. Until it no longer sounds like a word. So she's just kind of quietly watching and going, much like a grandma listening to like a toddler, like their grandchild, just kind of going off about things. She's just like,
I can't believe Shub is Gray's equivalent of like Skibbity Riz Ohio Phantom Pax.
Yeah.
But it's
Change his name from Shum to Zoom.
It's a sudden moment of silence, and she's kind of letting it slowly flood the front of her mind again, and she's just so tired. Sad and tired.
Tellem,
Yes.
you almost sold all these people out at one point.
I did.
Yeah, what
I
the
would've
fuck,
made so
dude?
much money.
Yeah, what the hell,
The
dude?
fuck?
You've been traveling with them for a good bit.
I have.
Maybe
It's
your
been quite
business-
profitable.
Maybe your business prospects from up top have been turning into something. You know, you've been down here for a while, months even. And at that point, an entire empire could have grown. Potatoes everywhere.
Oh,
Think of
Oh,
all that
shit.
money. What is Tellem thinking about?
so Tellem, it's funny you bring that up because that's actually one of the things Tellem has probably been thinking about because sorry, I had a snack in my mouth. Because at this point, Tellem has been trapped in the curse of undeath for a indeterminate amount of time. Like, we still don't know how long he's been dead. But at this point, he has not only died once and come back, he has died 3 times and returned. And every time he has been affected by it. And there have been moments where, like, his humanity has shown itself a little more. But there's also been times where the curse of undeath and that sense of materialism and greed has just anchored itself further in him. And it's, kept him bound tighter to this plane. And so, as he's kind of taking what feels like a brief moment of reprieve in possibly an eternity of existence, he is thinking about the things that he have built, the continued profits that, he has the prospect of coming in, and, like how he can turn those into more profits. The gears are turning, but he's also looking back on all of it with a more grounded sense of time, because one of the things that happened when he last died is Tellem has started to learn the ways of time magic, and how to manipulate the flow of time, keep track of the flow of time. And this now nebulous eternity is starting to kind of take shape, and it's concerning him a little bit.
Hard.
Yeah.
You see Tellem deep in thought. Across from you, you are sharing the rowboat with Beetle at your side, along with Tellem. And there's an empty space if you had another friend. What's Hart thinking about?
Hart has been tackling 3 things so far. If this was not met by them dying, if they had just been tossed down here into this hole, and they have done all the things that they would have done, this odyssey that they are literally going through, but in the underground rather out at sea, he would have been so happy due to the fact that this is literally a hero's story. Being tossed into a unknown realm, defeating foes that hasn't seen the light of day in God knows how long. Perhaps even finding maybe an ancient shrine to, Father Sky, or maybe whatever that you can find down here. Riches, untold riches, great glory, truly the stuff of legends. He has even been able to, partake in possibly defeating one of his greatest fears, an old woman.
What the fuck?
Since Hard is like legit actually afraid of witches, and the concept of defeating something that is not just a witch that handles unknown, untold power, but literally is like an actual creature made manifest from the idea of what is an old woman with supernatural magical powers. Hart should be super happy, but he isn't. He has been more distant than before, He has done things like he dipped Beetle down underneath the water surface various times against Beetle's statements, against Beetle's struggling. He still did it. There has been something that has made Hart a bit more distant since he last died. And he doesn't know how to handle it because whenever it appears, whenever it comes up, he hasn't noticed it until it was too late. And it has made him feel uncertain of who he is at the moment. That in turns, that makes him uncertain and makes him feel uneasy. But he tries to smile and help his friends as much as he can, and he doesn't want to talk about it because he is afraid of himself a little bit at the moment. But at the same time, he sent a letter a while back through a mighty wizard, Sir Lorne, the mighty wizard that we know. He sent it to his dad, his father, his actual father, his creator. And if Tellem is telling the truth, which he had no reason not to, that there has been months since they were alive. And they have been down here for quite a long time. He could have received a message back. But since he knows that last time he sent a message to his father, an envoy came back with it. And those envoys that come back with his father's messages typically do not handle humans that well. He was uncertain of that as well. That he is not there to be able to take the message might have caused more problems. So he's uncertain about that. And he has told no one about this. But he would probably spill it all out if someone asked, like, how are you doing? And would actually, like, legit commit that to time. But there has been so many things going on recently that Hart haven't really had a time to talk to anyone. If there could just be a tavern that you could sit down at and eat food with each other, maybe a frog sandwich or whatever, maybe some tea, he could probably talk. He could probably have a little bit more of a good mental state. But we haven't had that for a while now. So Hart is leaning over the rim of the boat, looking down into the waters, and is uncharacteristically not yabbing with Beetle.
Speaking of Beetle, you have been squashed and stretched and called a dog multiple times. What's Beetle thinking on?
Beetle has remembered that when we go down caverns like this, you need to think about what you want, because these tunnels are kind of like manifestation magic tunnels. So Beetle is sitting there, white knuckling, looking straight down the tunnel. Or I guess no, he can't because Heart's in the way. Looking straight to Heart's side, boring straight through Heart, repeating the mantra, "This is gonna take us home. This is gonna take us home. This is gonna take us home," over and over again in his head. Everyone else is having these deep interpersonal struggles, and he's just like, "Get me the fuck out. I'm trying to get out of Dodge. This place fucking sucks, dude."
With that thought, you look over, and Shoom is looking over at you, Beetle. And you hear, Shoom!
Now, Shoom.
Shoom!
Shoom, I'm doing the thing.
Shoom!
Shoom, I have to think in order for the thing to happen.
Do you ignore Shoom?
Yep.
No!
Shoom looks over to you, Gray. Shoom.
Is there something you need, Shoom?
Shoom.
Can you show me?
Shoom. You ain't got a fucking clue. Shoom's just shooing.
Okay.
But it's like as you're potentially sitting there on the boat and Maybe you glance away. You notice Shum is gone.
What?
You turn back. Shum's just out. Just away. Some of you may blink again. You notice Namadeth disappears.
No.
Bello. Garavan. The shooming stops.
Shoot? What the hell?
Gray's looking around. She is now alone on this boat. She's just like,
Guys?
As Gray and Beetle start like Tellem has this little like notebook out, and he looks up from it, and it's just like looks at Gray and then looks back down, and then he's like, wait, hold on a second, and he like whips back up and he looks around and he's like, where is everyone?
They just disappeared. I didn't even hear them fall out of the boat.
Are we hallucinating?
Gray's like sniffing around. She's like wandering around the boat a little bit, like from her seat. She's like, what's going on?
Is this a shared hallucination?
Roll me all a perception check.
Oh no.
Oh no. I don't like this.
I rolled a total of 32.
Ha! 27! Total of 27!
I rolled a total of 22.
I rolled a 9 for a total of 21.
Okay. With all your perception checks, because everyone rolled pretty good, regardless, you notice that your way seems to start taking some turns here and there. Start to see the river instead of going straight, begins to take a little bit more to the left, more to the right, left, until it finally banks hard to the left. And you notice you can go no further as the water begins to kind of trickle off a little bit and kind of sink down. Your boats are still able to float and go forward, but you see that the water kind of goes under a bit of rock, meaning that for you to continue to go in, you would have to sink the boats down, or you yourself would have to take a dive under, which, if anybody's played anything with water, swimming is never a good idea.
I don't want to
We
jump
worked.
into. I don't want to jump into the water and start hearing combat music.
We worked so hard to bring those fuckers with us. What the hell is going on?
You arrive to the side of a river. You see that it kind of branches out into a cave system. Similar cave system you've dealt with before, but you see that it is about 15 foot tall walls, various rubble and rocks are on the side. And with those without any dark vision or any light, it's fairly hard to see.
We're gonna need a torch.
Tellem, you've got the special one.
It's like, I can also just cast light for all of us.
Well, then
Oh,
do
yeah.
He like puts his hands like on his hips and leans down at Beetle, and it's like, then just do it.
Yeah!
Do you not think there is something else that you could ask?
What? I don't know.
Starts with a P.
What? All our companion doesn't start with P. All our companions are freaking gone. I would have a little more
Please.
urgency about that. What? Please what?
Tellem, could you please cast light? Thank
Oh.
you.
Tellem like snaps his fingers and casts light on Beetle's bow tie just to be obnoxious.
Squinting his eyes, leaning away from it.
There you go. You can drag the light effect on yourself, Beetle.
Okay, thank you. Spell effect light.
Well, You illuminate the caverns in front of you.
My eyes.
I would like to ask, Party, what would you like to do?
I need a second to recover. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
The visual of Beetle also just having shadows cascading over his face due to it just being light underneath him.
Maybe if you're a little more
It's very
polite
funny.
and not cold bold.
Shut up.
I'm always
Uh,
Copo, baby.
Gray would like to listen for anything in the area, see if anything might be something they need to worry about ahead.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Anybody else who wants to look around or take a gander at things, feel free to roll me a perception check.
Yeah,
That is a
Beetle will
total
move
of
forward
33.
to improve their light.
Hey, Soren,
I'm Zoran.
can I roll on nature to see what level of stone this is in case we are way deeper down than we should be?
Sure
or some
thing.
shit like that. Nice,
Mm.
cool. I
That's
rolled a
smart.
natural 20, baby.
Oh,
No
Oh,
shot!
Nice.
Very
Amazing!
good job. So,
Nice. What's the sediment?
What's the carbon dating on this particular strata of rock?
Yeah.
let's say because you know how it is of being super accurate with a random planet that you're still developing, you're really deep down. Like,
Yeah.
you're very confident that you're very deep down.
How did
And
we
in-
go deeper?
That's always the $1 million question when you're dealing with bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. We contemplated too deep. We were too existential.
But two
Ah,
of you notice something. First off, for Gray, as you're trying to listen to things, you hear the rushing of water behind you. Obviously, it's the stream that you've come down, right, on your boats that is now escaping down onto that rock face. But in front of you, you hear more water coming through, like more towards the north, particularly to the wall north of you. But for Hart, because of your natural 20 of like trying to basically figure out all the details of the rock, you obviously learn that you're further down, like way more down than you thought that you were before. You notice something, that the rocks to the north of you are loose.
All right, this makes no
Over
sense.
this wall here.
I mean, we're way deeper than anything. This
What?
place, right?
Yeah.
We went
We're-
down?
We went down somehow. I don't know how. Outset sinks, right? Hart starts walking upward as he points at the walls.
Yeah, Gray'll follow because she hears that water.
But the sediment in the walls, I don't know. Don't ask me how I know this. This is like beamed into my brain at this point due to,
What?
giant stuff. But he leans towards this wall and goes, it looks sort of like this wall is like loose. And then it breaks through the wall and he falls over.
As you crumble forth the wall, just with your heart's massive strength, you're able to push forward and just do it. You would notice that the wall that was put up was just from your roll yourself, Hart, is that something just kind of put it back up in some way. But of course, you see inside is the rushing water that Gray you were able to hear.
That
But you
explains
also
that.
see a body.
That doesn't explain that.
Yeah, there should be like no signs of like civilization down here. Like, there shouldn't be clothes. There shouldn't be people. We're like so deep down at
Hart,
the moment.
that's a whole body.
Yeah, I know. It makes no sense, right? We are so deep down that if we go like a few more meters down, like 100 meters down, it's so warm you can't really do anything. Like drills.
I'm gonna touch it.
I
Hart,
don't
I
know
love and
why. I
appreciate
don't
your
know why I know
knowledge.
this.
You are very smart and wonderful, but I think we need to check out that body.
I want to jump across.
You're able to hop across just fine.
Yeah.
Beetle.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
His little wigs.
All right. Now I should be able to figure out when this body died, like
Yeah.
how old the corpse is.
You have a particular feat that helps you. Otherwise, a normal medicine check will do just fine.
Oh, I don't think I have a feat that'll help me. Wait, I think I do. Wait, ward medic? Is that it? Shit. Can we pause the live stream so I can go through the billions
So you
of...
can read your class for the.
Yeah, so I can read my class again and all the...
Zorn, I need you to pause the game. It's time for
Can we
dinner.
pause the game? I have
yeah,
a
sure.
million
I got a button
fucking...
for that. There you go. It's
Oh,
paused now.
thank you so much.
Chat,
Thank
pause
you.
everything
I
you're
know
doing.
for a
Just stare
fact.
directly at Froggy.
Yeah, chat.
Holy
Hold up.
shit, thank
Hold up,
you.
Chat. Hey,
Yeah.
for those of you like currently like I don't know, you're either washing dishes or you're on the road driving or
Yeah.
maybe
Just
you're
stop.
at work.
Yeah.
Maybe you're exercising right now. You're on a
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
stop. Okay. You gotta like slam the. I'm not seriously. Don't do that. It's like everyone else has to pause. Well, the stream said so. Traffic jam. Everything.
Today on the local news, a live stream on Twitch.tv called a multiple car pileup.
Oh
It's
my.
a 10-car pileup, and it's getting worse. Oh God, there's
Ever-
another one.
You ever
Your
heard those?
Honor.
What you call
I
it?
would-
Those ads
can
on
I
the
use-
radio?
I'll just do a medicine check. Can I just do a medicine check to try and determine how old she is and also the cause of death?
I know for a fact that you have forensic acumen as a feat.
I
That
do!
Yeah.
Somewhere! I can't find it!
Probably in
Can
the
I
so-
feet
slam your
section.
brakes for Froggy?
The basic thing that you would get from it is that you would get a
There you
+3 bonus
Yeah.
to knowing how this person died.
Okay, sick.
So
Okay,
you get
so
a +3 bonus on the shank.
pretend there's a +3 on the end of this medicine check, okay? Thank
You
you.
can just add it yourself.
I don't know how.
Oh wow, Zoran! It's like you do a foundry the entire time, and I could have just asked you on how to do it, and lead you on how to learn foundry. But go fuck yourself.
That's a total of 29. Total of 29. Thank you. Total 29. Can we get a total 29? What we get for a total
29, 29,
What do we get for a total 29?
I'm gonna throttle you.
29 with a side of sass.
And I gotta turn you down. All right. So with your roll of at 29,
Sorry.
you hey chat, give me a cause of death.
Damn. That's
Really?
You asked chat for that?
I know.
This woman's going.
I
We're
know.
gonna make
I know
her fucking
exactly the
suffer.
type of death it is. I just want to see if chat wants to gooning.
No,
See?
please.
See? I told you. You can't bring that of a serious subject to chat's hands.
Devoured by ticks. Oh, I hate that.
Oh, ew. What the hell?
Somebody had my back. They typed in cringe, and I was like, yeah.
It was
Dying
salty.
of cringe.
Was it
So, thanks, chat. So, as you're investigating the body, you see it is a lovely young woman, but unfortunately, due to her passing, you see multiple stab wounds, like parts of the body cut up and everything else, and basically her body has been unceremoniously dumped here. That you could see. So I would go into more detail, but I don't want to gross people out. But you get the idea.
How long has
Yeah.
it been? How long can
How long? How fresh is
Yeah.
the body?
You were able to estimate with your roll around maybe 2 weeks.
This woman's been murdered maybe 2 weeks ago. He's pinching the end of his nose.
Nah,
It's
nah,
tragic.
nah. Makes no sense. No one has been here for that long.
I don't understand it either.
Beetle, the last thing that was here was like this, and he pulls out like a random fossilized snail or something, snail shell, and he goes, "It was this guy.
Where the hell did you get that?
What?
Dude, it's in the wall."
It was just there?
You just
Yeah.
punch, see it as a snail.
Oh my
Random
god.
archaeology, go.
Can I loot her? Can I palm her down and see if she has anything on her
Yeah,
that
sure thing.
might hint towards why she was murdered or who she is?
Absolutely, you monster. You find 50 gold pieces.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know,
Cha-ching.
in terms of copper and silver and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
I roll a perception
one-
check to see if I see the gold pieces.
Go
He
for it.
dives across the water. He fucking throws himself.
Totally like climbing over Gray, just like scampering.
Money.
I'm a bit disappointed that this isn't the person that Beetle has been looking for since like session 3. Who had that emerald? Who wanted that emerald back from her?
Yeah,
like,
he wanted to
loved
give
one.
the emerald back to their family, and then he never found any lead.
Yeah, it took Beetle too long. She's dead.
I don't.
Oh, no. Quick, song of time. Rewind it. Let's go.
Man.
Right. It's what happens when you kind of play something more open-ended and all of a sudden you don't take active turns to get to the quest.
Go frick
You go do
man.
other stuff. Like, I mean, I'm sorry.
You, man. Yo, frick you, man. Yo, frick. What the frick, man? Frick you, guy. Hey, guy, frick you.
Anything of interest over there, Beetle?
I found 50 gold pieces, but that's about it.
And the thing I was going to add, you also find a small ruby that was attached to a necklace, but the necklace itself has been basically mangled up. So you were able to extract a small ruby from it. I've added it to your inventory.
A ruby, 50 gold pieces, no identification, but judging by the amount of money on her, it must have been personal, and she's probably of higher standing.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's even weirder though.
So, question, Zoran, is you know,
Yes.
like Tellem will slip past Gray and actually like step into the room, and he's trying to see if this waterway, or I don't know which way the water flows, if there is
Yeah.
a tunnel or anything like some break in the rock face where the water is coming through, where the body could have drifted down from. Because looking at how badly the body is, you know, like mangled, there's a good chance it could have been dumped in water and made its way through tunnels.
Smart.
So the water that you're seeing, like for the direction of the map, you see at the bottom right, it's coming from the bottom right to the top left. So it's streaming down that way. So the area that you indicated, you do see the water kind of goes under the rock. It's like a little hole area and it keeps on going. The one up, same thing on the other side, but obviously at the higher elevation, seeing like a little tiny waterfall going down through it. So from looking at that, you can surmise that a body could somehow get through there. Like, it'd be very hard, but you know that for the body that you see there, it could fit through.
So Tellem like looks over at the waterfall and he looks back at Beetle and it's like, I suppose what could have happened is I highly doubt the body was dumped here.
Huh?
More than likely, it was dumped in some other stream, body of flowing water, a sewer perhaps, and through the ways and flows of the water going through the underground has come out here. That could also possibly account for the grave state of it.
That makes sense. That's probably our ticket out of here then, despite how deep we are. There must be a sudden drop or something.
Tellem will stick his head in the hole and see if he can see anything.
You stick your head in there and you see nothing but water.
There's nothing but water. Does he see like any tunnels like leading like up or around or out or?
For that, like how the best describe it? You know, you ever watch those cave videos of people like squeezing through the very
Ew.
Yeah.
like really restricted crevices of it. Think of that, but it's just it's a waterway. So if you wanted to try to climb through that for everybody, you would have a better time because you're a ghost.
Beetle could probably fit.
You would understand that the rest of your party members would probably drown by the time they would hope to find anything.
Yeah. So to leave just unceremoniously just like shoves his head in the water as like the water like pours through him or and everything like that. And then he pulls his head out and he looks back at Beetle's like, I think that would only be a route for those of us who do not draw breath.
Let me take a look. One moment.
I guess.
Hey, look!
I gotta find the fucking.
Yeah.
Beetle will have a good time due to being like very aerodynamic until his mouth opens.
Which fucking one is it?
So there's a little hole in the
Yeah.
there's a little hole in here. Can you make it so I don't die if I take a look?
Why would you want to go up there?
Well, because we're trying to get out of here to go above ground, and this might I don't know, be indicative of something. I mean, if there's nothing in there, there's nothing in there. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to take a look.
I mean, sure.
What if some stuff fell off that lady and is floating around in there? I don't know, man. Let's just take a little look. Okay, I'm gonna put my head in. Please help me.
As soon as you put your head in, you notice that Locke has given you a slight pocket of air for a little bit.
Oh,
Not for very long.
Yeah. I'll roll a perception. He'll also like angle his chin and kind of pull his bow tie up so it's casting some light so he can see if anything has been left there or caught off the body. Anything. Literally, if there's anything unusual, I suppose. I rolled a 32, total of 32 for perception.
As you look around, as you look around up through the hole, you unfortunately don't find anything.
Okay. He pops his head out. Yeah, that's not a viable way for anybody, and there's nothing interesting. He'll hop across the water.
All right. Well, this Hart points down at the rocks that fell over. I mean, she could have been washed down here and all that. Yeah. Big time. But someone put this wall up. This is not like he motions towards the room they're in. This may be like naturally, hewn out of the rock and everything, but this wall was like put up back again. Someone built this wall
by magical means, or
maybe someone just stacked them real well. Yeah, but whatever the case, someone wanted to close in this room.
Perhaps at some point in time it could have been a chamber that somebody used. And like you said, this is very deep down. It has been here for eons, possibly. Who knows what use could have been had of this room before it was eventually abandoned? And he says that with like a question mark on the end. Because he looks around and it's like he's not totally convinced that this area is abandoned.
I mean, worst case scenario, she will come back to life and haunt us. He points over at the body.
What?
And the rocks were like here to seal her away.
Oh.
Ooh. I don't like the thought of that.
That's a thing that could happen?
Hart shrugs.
There's a lot of weird stuff, Beetle.
I mean, we were Beetle. If you don't remember it, like we were vibe checked by a tree.
So
that's true.
To return to on death, there is a possibility. I mean, it is obviously she has perish in extremely violent means, but that would mean that every rat and beggar in the back alley would return as a like a specter of undeath. If that were the
Yeah.
case, it would take I would say extraordinary circumstances, and even then, I highly doubt we would be the targets of her. And Tellem like squints his eyes and he says, "Hungers."
I did take her money.
Yeah, did you?
I mean, she's not gonna use it.
That's what I
Yeah, that's
thought.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, and as tragic as this is, I don't think we're going to get any information of use out of it.
Probably not.
We should probably keep going.
Yeah, we should probably keep going.
If I spot any other like opening, I'll holler.
Okay. Are we at all worried about, I don't know, Garavid and them?
We are, but there's nothing we can do about it.
And
Yeah,
so
like-
everybody else leaves the cave, and like Beetle leaves with the light. Like Tellem hangs back a little bit, and he will attempt to move the body out of the water and kind of position it in a more peaceful fashion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
You take care of the one who passed, and you adorn her in a more respectful way.
Yeah.
And he'll like lean over the body and is like, "I hope for all our speculations, these curses not visited on you." And he'll like stand up and he'll float out after the others.
Yeah.
When you return to the party, you see that the cavernous walkway continues on to the north.
Hmm.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you continue on, you see that the cavern will be interrupted by another stream that is going off to the top left, from which you can surmise is connected to the room that you just noticed.
Corpse water.
Yummers.
Pulls out
Yum.
straw.
Where did you get that?
That's good stuff at the 42nd millennium.
That's right. That's right.
That corpse starch is good stuff.
Beetle smiles and taps the improvised tool feet. I made it.
Ugh.
Of course, a thing as you guys continue down the cavern, if you don't mind reaching there to the left side.
Yeah.
You start to notice that there's a light further in this direction,
Oh shit!
as if you are exiting a cave.
Oh, I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but God,
Things
please.
begin to get brighter and brighter and brighter, and you see grass.
My heart is going so fast.
You see
My heart is going so
grass.
fast.
A field, a cabbage, a little cabbage patch,
My
and a
cabbages.
dwarf attending to it. And you see there's a lovely cottage as well.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Beetle looks up. Is it the mushroom ceiling?
You look up and you see that it is the mushroom ceiling.
Oh man.
You see the mushroom ceiling, and the dwarf who's attending to his cabbages will kind of stand up, look to all of you. Try to get his thing here.
Oh shit! That guy sees us. Remember the corpse we found. Be wary.
Understood.
And what you see from the distance is a small dwarven man with a big mustache but no beard. You see he's just in normal kind of peasant garb, and he's wearing a sort of cylindrical hat on top of his head. He looks over at all of you and goes, "Oh, what?" Like he stands at a gate of like, there's people, and you kind of see him just kind of slowly wave up high over at all of you.
Was that when he sees the ghost drift out of the darkness?
You see, he sees that. He's like, he kind of stops for a moment, and he kind of shakily brings his hand down or so, and he'll go like, "Are you friend or foe?"
That depends on what you are.
"I don't plan to do you any harm if you don't plan to do me any harm."
Wasn't planning on it. We're
No
super
harm.
lost.
No harm intended. We just want out of the cave.
We want out.
We've been down here for so long. It feels like forever.
I forget what the sun looks like.
Preferably you don't point us in a direction that has rot or boulders.
Beetle, at the mention of you saying, wishing that you knew what the sun looked like, you blink and you look up. That ceiling looks a lot more like sky.
What the hell? What
And
the
for
hell?
the distance that you see, looks a lot more like, remember when you all went to the Solitude? And the Solitude, as a reminder, was the swamp where you
Yeah.
met Baldric.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, you weren't there.
You were fucking dead.
Because I was dead. Also moving.
You see the dwarf will yell at you all like, "Well, it's not the first time I've helped random strangers.
Oh,
Come on,
nice.
if you help me pick some of these, I'll treat you to dinner."
Deal.
Dinner?
Hart steps in front of anyone else. Food. Yes, please. Anything.
Oh, thank you. Great. Do you guys see the sky right now?
Why?
Grace's gonna look up at the mention of the sky.
You also see sky.
Hart doesn't look up. Hart sees cabbages.
I thought it was that mushroom ceiling for a second, but now it looks like the sky. I think I'm losing my mind.
I don't trust anything.
That's probably wise.
The deep places are strange at the best.
You're telling me.
As you all step forward, you get to see more and more of the area in front of you. You see that today is a lovely day. You look up and you do see clouds. In the distance, you do see the Solitude, pretty much edges of the swamp. This is more of the, like, I forgive me, chat, of lacking the terrain knowledge of how to quickly identify this. It's more like sort of like half plains, something that's not as marshy or whatever, something that's workable, right?
Yeah.
Before it starts getting to swampland. And you are chunk front where you can see sort of like tree line and stuff where it starts getting to the heavy swamp stuff of like the ponds and the trees and all the other
It's
stuff
like
in the water.
it's like the more solid edges of like a peat bog.
Yeah.
Where like beautiful amounts of nourishment is in the ground. Like the dirt is really rich with like minerals and shit.
Yeah. And it's just a lovely little home right by a cliff face. And where you exited from was from a cave. You see the dwarf will look at you hard and goes, "Oh, well, I think anybody will make quick work of it. The name's Kepper." And he brings out a strong hand towards you, Hart,
Hart
as you approach.
reaches down and he shakes it and he goes, "My name is Hart. You have no clue how much I wanted other people's food."
Well, you're welcome to some of it. I don't think I can eat all this at once. It's a good yield. He kind of turns and put his fists to his sides as if he's very proud of himself, going, it's like, it's been, he kind of stops for a moment. You would notice a little bit, then just kind of hesitates. He's like, I was able to do it. I was able to get a good yield. And it'll be lovely to share it with people.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Even if strangers and he looks at you, Cab, and he pauses a bit. And he's like, he kind of looks you up and down for a moment. And after he's kind of got a good gaze of you, he'll go like, are you cursed? Or he looks to you, Hart and Beetle and Gray.
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
So you're not haunted.
No.
Technically, he is haunting his stuff.
Talik like
Technically.
waves a hand that's like, I have circumstances that continue to bind me to this realm, but I assure you I am no evil spirit.
Yeah, he's super nice. That's Talim.
Talik will actually like bow at that. And he's like, Talim Shabura, magus and trader.
And pain in my ass, but we love him.
Yeah.
The dwarf will nod and go, well, pleasure to meet you. As I said, my name is Kepper.
Kepper, do you come from outside? Or did you like arrive here later on?
Like, no, just been here on the edge of the solitude for most of my life. Family, come from the swamp, and so have I. I just wanted somewhere nice and quiet, away from the hustle and bustle.
Yeah, you looked at us like you've never seen people before.
Ah,
Oh, wait,
you
I guess that's because we came out of a cave.
I'm very surprised you came out of that cave. It's like, never really seen anybody come out of it before.
I take it that's where you get water from or something.
Hey. Well, enough of that. Let's hurry up and get these in if you want dinner. Sun's coming
yeah.
down. And you'll
Do
notice.
you have salt? Do you have salt? I've got no salt left.
All salt, spices, and many a thing. Don't worry, Hart. I'll take good care of you. You'll
Hart-
love
Hart-
my cabbage soup. And you'll
Hart
see.
throws off his belt, his cape, everything. He's just down to the loincloth and sandals and just starts. He makes a woven basket out of just pulling grass from the ground and using kineticism to form a basket, and then he just picks cabbages. He's so happy.
Fancy pants over there. Grace just like stuffing cabbages into her cape to hold it like a little sack.
This is great.
So then, who here wants to help try to gather the cabbages?
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
Beetle
until
helps.
Beetle moved, like it's just Beetle just sprawled out, just basking.
Oh no, he's just very confused. He's really fucking confused. He doesn't trust no shit.
Gray also doesn't trust, but she's going along with it. She's here to see where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for those of you wanting to help gather cabbages, roll me a crafting check.
Oh, no.
Nice.
That's
can- wait,
you
no, I
crafting or survival.
I will do.
Go ahead, Kat. What's up?
I was gonna say, I was like, I can assist. I was like, wait, no, there's a reason to leave us picking cabbages. He's a ghost.
Total of 18.
Total of 28.
Total 28.
Hell yeah.
Hey, yeah, high five, high five.
Yeah.
Gray, you struggle a little bit, but for everybody else, you're able to help them gather up a good yield of cabbages, and you go like, all right, well, come with me. I want to put them all
back
inside the
hurts.
storeroom. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's back-breaking work, but, you know, I would have had more help, but, you know. Anyway, and he will open up a door into his home.
Door noises.
Not the door noises.
He'll open up a door to his home, and inside you see that his lovely little one-story home is comforting. It is. You ever watch any like videos or anybody in chat or anybody listening? Have you ever like just think of an ideal, just comfort medieval little cottage? Lovely wooden
Yeah.
tables. It's well maintained and kept up, but you just feel that it's just cozy, right? You feel that it's just well put together. And he invites you all in. He'd be like, oh, just like past the wall there and around, there'll be a door. They're all put inside the storeroom.
This one over here?
Oh no, that's where I sleep. And
Oh, okay.
over down here.
Yeah.
And he'll instruct you all to place everything here. And he's like, Soul! Said, for one that brings one into the house and all, like, I don't know where you all came from. I heard of folks that would go down the weird places and pop out from nowhere, looking for treasure and adventure and all the sort.
Yeah, I come from the steaming sea, Quan Shear and stuff. I came here for adventure, but then I met all my friends, and guess what? They put me in more adventures than anything else. I love them so much.
He laughs. It's like an all in you, and he points to the Beetle. He's like, where are you from?
I'm from Outset. My family lives there. I was just going out to make money, and that's how I met these guys. But how we ended up in the cave system was we actually fell down a sinkhole.
Yeah, it's been a nightmare trying to get out. We've been down there forever.
Forever.
Well, yeah, that happened.
I don't suppose you actually saw a group of people come out before us?
You see, he kind of like rubs his chin a bit and like, no, I'm afraid I haven't.
We had some people that we met down there who were also stuck. They were with the Delvers.
And then they just disappeared.
They just disappeared. We have no idea where they went.
Delvers, huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm afraid not. I haven't seen anybody. You're the
That
only
sucks.
folks I've seen in quite a while, besides the mosquito folk who come by so often, the trade.
Mosquito folk.
We followed the river that's down there, and it washed us up on the bank, and we just kind of found our way out.
He'll nod or so as he gets some cabbages and starts picking up random things. He's like, "Oh, you there, Hart? I'll grab that barrel. That's fish."
Oh, yeah. Haven't eaten fish in a long time. He picks up the barrel of fish. The only, shellfish that we've been eating is from, it's from the sewer. I'm gonna tell you, it's weird if you think about it. But if you think less about it, crabs eat the things at the bottom of lakes and seas, right? And they're the most delicious thing in the world. Hart gives him, the look of, right? He will just follow Kipper and help him with work.
You see that he'll enter inside the kitchen. He gives you a bit of a wide berth, Tellem. Not quite comfortable seeing a ghost. Or someone like you.
does it he watch, his head follows Kipper as he walks by, but also he's kind of like, it's to be expected.
Yeah.
Honestly, this entire time, Tellem has been surprised how acclimated the people of Outset are to the undead, and so he's like, "Oh, we're outside of Outset now. There's no Pirates Guild around." He's kind of expected that Kepper was like, a ghost.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing in my house?
Don't haunt me.
I will say though that when Hart is helping Kipper and everything like that, he is very well behaved. He listens to whatever he says, and he has a different body posture. And for Gray and Tellem, it's oh yeah. No, that makes sense. Hart hasn't eaten and whatever in such a long time. For Beetle, due to having seen Hart in that situation, this is very much akin to what Hart moved and behaved like when he had dads.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Don't fucking say
Don't
that to
do
me.
this.
Don't
Don't do
fucking
this to
say.
me.
Don't you fucking say that to me. Don't you say that to me. Don't say that to me. Take that back. Take it back. Take it back.
Do you know how to clean fish?
Oh, of course. I'm great at it. I love fish. I
You
grew
can
up on
prepare
an
those
island.
for me, please.
Of course.
Food always
Cooking.
tastes better when you're trying to prepare it together.
I love
Especially
cooking.
if they come as friends. And he kind of raises up a cup that he has to the side, and he's like, "Oh, speaking of which, you're that small one." And he kind of points
Yeah.
to you.
Me?
Hi. He's like, "What's your name again?"
Beetle.
Oh, it's good to meet you, Beetle. Do you do me a favor? Could you
Yeah, what do you want?
take these tankards and go fill them up with some ale in the back in the storeroom? Red barrel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. And he'll take the tankards and any ones that he can't carry, he hangs off his horns.
Let me know if you need any help, Beetle.
I think I can balance them.
Should I roll a cooking to see how good I am at
Okay.
preparing fish?
Let me go down the down as we go.
Heck yeah.
So he looks to you, Gray, and goes like, and he's like, "Well, can you start out and twisting the heads off and getting the cabbages prepared there for me, please? Cut the
Of
root
course.
here, prepare here."
I can do that.
And he slides over a knife to you and helps you with that. And you see, Tellem, that he doesn't approach you. He doesn't ask you for help.
Tellem is perfectly fine. Like leaned up against the wall, he's taken his little formula book out from his robes, and he seems to be paging through it. He is unbothered by the fact that he's not being included. Not only for the sake of it's just there's a fucking dead guy right there, but also because of his incorporeal nature, he knows that he can't always be sure that he can interact with things. So it's one of those where he's content to stay out of the way.
As you guys are in the kitchen area of his lovely home, Beetle, as you come down into the storeroom, you start filling up the beer, I imagine. You find where it is, and he has like a little spout and everything easily from the tankard area itself.
Nice.
Roll me perception.
Yeah, you got it.
This is where Beetle finds the people meet.
It's a total of 28.
As you're filling up a tankard, you feel as if something's behind you.
Ew. 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 He's gonna turn around and press his back against the wall and squint around the room.
There's a cat.
Oh god, I hope so.
As you
That'd
kind
be
of
nice.
press in the back, you hear the murmur of Kepper just kind of talking the heart, like, "Oh, yeah, actually, Jolly, real natural at this heart." Like something warm. It's as if he's like a long distant
Thanks.
dad, but in the room it's darkened. It's darkened, really not a lot of light in there except for the ambient light that's coming in from the now fired up hearth or stove that's over inside
So
the
my
kitchen
bow tie
area.
isn't giving light anymore?
Right, you do have light, do you?
Yeah, I
Regardless,
do.
shadows are still casting onto the side. Sorry, I forgot that little detail for you.
Can I search the storeroom for anything suspicious, particularly, I don't know, knives of
With
some
your-
kind?
We could use your perception check of a 28, so you don't have to roll again.
Okay.
As you are looking around for it, you felt a presence that was near you, but obviously when you turn around, you feel that the presence has dissipated.
Uh-huh.
As you're looking around, suspecting like where's this guy's skeletons, right? You're
Yeah.
looking past
Yeah.
these various crates and sides of storage of barrels and things like that. You find nothing amiss. Anything you've peeked under, things like that. It's just long stored food items that this guy has collected, or like dried meats, things like that, grain. You see this guy keeps an assortment of food to keep himself well fed.
This is the type of guy who has biltong.
So,
Oh
Can-
my god.
can I try and enter stealth?
Sure thing.
Can I-
Roll me stealth.
Roll for stealth, because after Beetle does a quick little search, he can't find anything interesting. I'm gonna hero point that. I'm gonna hero point it. I'm gonna hero point my stealth roll.
I can't wait for it to be a two.
Okay, that's a total of
It
33.
almost was. It almost was.
Total of
does
33.
He take off his bow tie, so he leaves it there.
Yeah. He'll like take off his bow tie, get up on his tippy toes, go out here to the hall, and he's going to try and crawl over to this door and crack it.
Okay. Go ahead and open it for me. You'll notice it's unlocked. Inside, you will see that is a bedroom. There is a bed that would fit 2 people and 2 nightstands on either side. And into the middle, there's a nice rug and a dresser over to the. If we had coordinates over, the bed's on the east side, the dresser's on the northwest side.
There are 4 things Beetle is going to do in this room.
Okay.
He's going to check under the rug. He's going to check the closet and push all the clothes aside. You know, look at the back, look everywhere for like any little boxes he finds. He opens them, and then also with the side tables on each side of the bed, he's going to check if there are any drawers there. In that order specifically, he starts with the rug.
You find a baby picture of Brug.
Aww.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check as you begin to look around the room.
Yeah. It's 27, total 27.
The total of a 27 for investigating the room under the rug, looking through everything else. You see that there's nothing under the rug. In the dresser, you see kind of like in the top cabinets you would pull out, or just, assortment of clothes, and you would notice that these are fit for him.
Mm-hmm.
And as you continue to look down in some of the under cupboards or so, kind of like more wrapped up in kind of like a sheet that kind of has collected it all, you find women's clothing.
Okay.
Like dresses, things like that, etc.
Are they very fine women's clothing?
Just pretty much peasant's garb, really.
Okay.
Inside of the nightstands and stuff, you see on one side, which would be the south side, or pretty much the right side of the bed, you would notice like just assortment of things. They see like there's just there's a dagger, but as you inspect the dagger, there's no blood, nothing on it. And on it really just random sort of knickknacks and things, like there's like pipe weed, things like that. And the other nightstand, it is cleared out.
Okay. He's gonna sneak out.
You're able to come back through, and as you come through the door, you will hear Kepler go like, "Oh, thank you so much, Grace, for that." And you see he'll take all the assortments and stuff thrown in. It's like hot. You'll see that Kepler will come over to his hearth, and he's very fixated on it. He's like, "Oh, I just can't get it hot enough." So it might take a little while for the boil and for the cabbage soup to go, but while we're doing that, it's like some of the fish can go ahead and season. You see he's deliberating on what to do with this conundrum.
Beetle comes running in with all the tankards balanced on top of each other. Woo! Took a while to set those up.
Oh, Beetle, thank you so
If you
very
needed
much.
help.
I thought I could do it. I
Well,
overestimated my ability, and then he starts to he walks over to the table with the tankards all stacked, and he's like, "Okay, now I need help."
Okay. I'll reach over and help him out.
Is there a problem with your stove or anything? Is it
It's-
damaged?
It must have a draft or something in it. I probably have to fix it at some point, but this thing doesn't get as hot as it used to anymore. And so for preparing things,
Well, I mean, Hart walks up to it. I mean, I'm an educated sculptor. It's like what I did.
Huh?
That's a callback to session 0, by the way.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hart walks up and strokes his chin a little bit, looks at the stonework and squints a little bit. I take it that this goes up like all the way to the top, into the chimney.
Yeah.
and everything.
This is his chimney and all that.
Yeah. Hart leans in and looks up it. The fire is still going, but he has fire resistance, so the fire just coats around him as he looks up the chimney and then turns back out to look at Kepin and goes, well, you know what? Do you mind if I repair your chimney?
Oh, he kind of stares at you like, well, if you definitely can, like, I would appreciate it, yes.
Oh yeah, big time. I can you have no clue how much I can actually handle rocks. I'm really good at throwing rocks.
He is. He's very good at throwing rocks.
Yeah. I got this. Hart will look around a little bit and then back to Kipper and go, do you have like a ladder or anything? I can go outside and go up on the roof and fix this.
He's like, He kind of thinks for a minute. Right in the storage room, there might be a ladder or so. If you want to grab that, and I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you're a guest of my home.
No. You're the host. If anything, if I can help in any way that's possible, I want to do that. Yeah. I'll go do that. And he will try to go and check for a ladder.
You do find one.
Nice. And he comes back out with a ladder. I'm gonna go outside and fix this. Holler if you need anything.
Be safe. Do you need somebody to spot you?
Nah, I mean, if you wanna.
Yeah, I'll come
Shout
spot.
if you need anything.
Yeah.
Beetle, make sure he doesn't fall.
I will.
If I fall,
Thank you.
the ground will hurt more than me.
What?
I tried to sound cool, Beetle.
Hart.
Yeah.
Hart, I found women's clothes in that guy's closet.
Hart stares down at Beetle. Yeah?
Hart, we found a murdered woman in the cave. Right next to this dwarf.
I mean, they don't need to be related. I wear
They-
women's clothing.
They might what? What? Never mind. They might
Yeah,
not.
remember?
No, listen, these were different. His clothes were hung up, and then this woman's clothes were like packaged up and like hidden in his closet.
Are they his?
No, they're not his.
Are they his wife?
I don't know. Maybe can you casually ask if he's married? And I feel like if you ask, it would seem really not suspicious, but we should make sure that we're safe to eat whatever food this guy's making us. You know what I mean?
Beetle, I don't know why you don't trust this guy.
But we just found a murdered woman in the cave next door to this guy. And the cave ceiling was mushrooms. It was mushrooms. And now it's a sky, dude. It's a fucking sky. Look up.
No, we're in solitude, dude. He puts up the ladder to the roof.
Am I going insane? Am I going fucking insane?
No,
Hart.
Beetle, you're fine.
Hart, snap out of it. I know you're enjoying role-playing like you have a dad again, but I need you to calm down and stop. We might be in danger.
Hart turns around and stares at Beetle in a look that he has seen once before. It's the look from when Child Hart gave him a chokehold. Reactively. And he goes, what did you say?
I have a feeling that you're reliving some nostalgia. And you're like, oh boy, I can
Beetle. Don't talk about my dads.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Sorry. I could have said that a little more
It's
tactfully.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just don't talk about them, okay?
Okay. Sorry.
Good. Yeah. Thanks. Hart puts the ladder back up, and then he walks up the ladder to try to fix this chimney with his kinetic powers.
As you two are discussing things up there, we're going to change the scene over to Gray and Tellem.
Yeah.
Where Kepper has put on a pot and everything for some of the cabbage stew and stuff, and he kind of throws some spices and various things inside. He'll come over to the other side of the thing, and he'll look at you, Tellem, and Gray, and be like, well, I heard from them from where they came from, but you know, like, what brings both of you? And he kind of nods to Gray first to answer.
Well, I was wandering around for a little bit. I have lived a long life and kind of just wanted to see things before, the time came. And I ran into this group, and I don't think I'm ready to go quite yet, if you know what I mean.
I've only seen a couple of folks who were just kind of take their walks into the solitude for the very last time, but I think it's very important at least to go out and see the world. I wanted to be an adventurer once.
Oh, yeah.
I fortunately it didn't quite work out. I wanted to, family business, trade, all the other stuff.
Oh.
And I just traders that go in and out of here of solitude to make sure all the various camps were kept alive. And that's where I found my adventure.
Family, though? Family was your adventure?
I was like my dad and mom, basically, out with some of the escorting business. Visit caravans, and we would hire on various guards, help carry people's cargo and merchants and any other personnel who wanted through. And through that all, and I found he stops for a bit and looks to Tellem and goes, and you, and I imagine you're not haunting them, are you? And you see he's nervous looking at you. But
Tellem has this formula book out in front of him, and at that, Tellem will gently close it and kind of hold it to his chest, acknowledge that he's he is paying attention, and he'll look at him and he's like, no, it seems we have led similar paths, because he goes to say led similar lives, and then he stops himself and he's like,
yeah,
he's we've traveled similar paths. I hail from the lands of Conchir, beyond the wall, beyond the Sen Seas, within the greater cities where trade, beats at the heart. I have also done my time with caravans and the traveling about. It seems that I was also not ready to go as well.
Kind of glad you haven't yet.
You never know where wandering will take you. It seems I have found, at least for now, my purpose here in the lands beyond. I have joined up with the other three, and it has been quite the profitable experience.
The other three, you say that like you don't love us.
Tellem at that point, he looks down and he flips the formula book back up, and he's like, I try not to mix business and pleasure. You know that, Gray.
Let me tease just a little bit.
Well, speaking of pleasure, you come from Quanchir, you said, right?
And Tellem, he nods, he nods silently and looks back up at Kepper.
Well, one of the things I learned from Quanchir, whenever any traders from them or any goods from them come through, are the spices. Now, Mr. Ghostman, do you know how to cook?
Tellem...
I've been always wanted to use these, and he turns around, he grabs a couple bottles and puts them down. You would recognize them as spices from Quanchir.
Tellem kind of wiggles his head back and forth, and he's Gray would know that he is containing himself. The notes there are obvious in his body language. It's I have been known to cook in my time. Unfortunately, as of late, I am, how do I say this, corporeally challenged.
However, when he does get to cook, it's very good.
I suppose maybe I've, in all of this time, not lost my touch.
I've had your food. It's good.
But here, allow me to be your hands then, as you instruct me on how to help with these fish. And he'll invite you over. You see that he's being warm. He's warming up to you. He's getting past whatever fear that you suspect he's had. And he begins to pretty much like question you of like, oh, what spice for this? How would I apply it? You know, in Quan Shear, how would they take care of fish and all this other stuff? And now we cut back to Beetle in Heart. Heart, you to pretty much summarize with your kineticist might and all the other stuff, you're able to...
He pulls out a brick from the chimney and holds it back towards Beetle. Hold this. And it's like it weighs as much as Beetle does. Beetle
puts out his hands, and then as soon as the brick is put in them, he just like falls face first.
Falls off, dies.
Hart fixes it up with his cool powers. He makes sure to put a little flourish on it to fix some other things, and then he while he is up there, he also removes like any vines that have started to grow on the ceiling and everything like that. He goes do and just fixes things. He looks genuinely happy, like actually comforted. Something that he hasn't like visually expressed since they were at Elma's, like way back when. Not even like way back when they, before they went to the hole. We're talking maybe 3rd, 4th, 5th month that Beetle ever knew Hart. Hart is actually expressing some kind of joy in the fact that he gets to help someone.
Beetle's just staring with the most guilty face.
Oh,
Forgot that brick. He picks it up from Beetle.
Yeah.
And he slides it back into the chimney. Looks pretty good, right?
It
Kevin
looks
will
really good, Hart.
Kevin will probably like this. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure hope he's not a murderer.
Beetle, we are murderers.
You know what I meant.
The specific kind, you know? Like
Beetle, we have like eaten things that can talk. We have killed people.
Hart.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure we don't end up dead.
Beetle, it's fine.
What?
We've killed things that are way scarier than like an old man.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
No.
I appreciate you worrying though. Hart sits down on the roof next to Beetle.
Whatever you say.
They're in there cooking fish, and we just hear the ceiling creak.
I enjoy this, I guess. I don't know.
Buddy, I don't know how to say this, but
Yeah?
I don't know what is going on.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
yeah.
That's why I'm so suspicious.
Beetle, why did we come back from the dead?
What? Because the rock wants us to do stuff for it.
Yeah. But why us?
Because we're the ones who got given it. If it wasn't us, it would probably be Charles. Honestly, I like Charles a lot, but I wonder if Charles gave it to us because he knew. Maybe not. Maybe that's like, no, I don't want to think that of our homie Charles, our good boy Charles. No, I love
Exactly. Charles wouldn't do that.
Charles wouldn't do that.
Yeah. But have you ever thought, like, why us, of all people? Like, why are we here? Why are we doing these things? Like, you just wanted to help your mom, right? And your family. Yeah. I wanted to travel the world and do, like, great things so everyone would remember me. And
Yeah.
I only really got to Outset. I never went beyond Outset. Everything has just been Outset. Not that
Yeah.
outset ain't an adventure in of itself. He chuckles a little bit.
No, it's
But
fine. I
then-
live there. Yeah,
Stares
no,
at
it's fine.
Zorn.
Yeah. but then Beetle sees like a moment Hart's hair flows so that he can see Hart's eyes, and he is so tired. He's so extremely tired, and there's cracks near the clay of his eyes. Beetle, I love going on these adventures with all of you. I love all of you.
Yeah. We love you too, man.
Yeah, but
What's going on? You okay?
no. Beetle, why are we doing this still?
We're being held hostage by a rock.
Yeah, but once again, why us? Is it because we picked it up?
I think
Would
so.
would it have done the same to anyone else?
I have a feeling.
You have an idea?
It seems like an indiscriminately hateful entity. Yeah.
The rock appears in Beetle's pocket, burns his ass cheek.
Hart bites his lip when Beetle says that, because all visions that Hart has ever seen of this that this rock has presented him with are things of his father. And he goes, yeah, Beetle. He twiddles his thumbs a little bit. Maybe you're right, but you're smart. You're smart, Beetle, so I will listen to you.
Well, no. What are you thinking? Why are you upset?
Beetle, what if we hadn't done all of these things if the rock hadn't appeared?
I think if the rock hadn't appeared, we'd probably be off adventuring like somewhere else. Because I already told you and Gray that I want to go with you guys. I want to go with you guys wherever you guys are going, whatever you guys are doing. Like I've got so many sisters. My mom, I can send her money. She's not gonna be lonely. I can just send her the money from wherever we're at.
Yeah. I agree. Beetle, that's false. We would be dead without it.
What?
We would have died.
Huh?
I mean, we were put in a bunch of bad situations due to it, but if you think about it, most of the big good things we were put in, like the opportunities we were put in, was also because people sent us on errands or similar things because of that rock.
Maybe?
And then we died.
I think we died because of the rock, honestly.
We did, but we also came back due to it. This is
But-
what I'm saying, Beetle. What if all of our things, what if the adventure that I sought and the riches that you wanted all really just did succeed because the rock was there?
The rock is so nasty to me.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I feel like you're giving too much credit to the rock and not enough to yourself.
Mm-hmm. He looks down and nods.
You don't
Do-
think so?
I don't know.
I think if we hadn't found that rock, we'd never have died, and we'd be off and traveling and adventuring together. And
I would love that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think we should still do that even after we're done with this rock stuff.
Yeah.
We-
He chuckles and looks down at Beetle.
You don't need the rock to be cool. You're cool without the rock. I don't think we'd be dead without the rock.
You're cool without the rock too.
Yeah, we're all cool without the rock.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry what I said about your. I'm sorry what I said earlier.
I'm sorry that I talked to you like that. You're my
It's
bro.
okay. No,
You're
it's
my-
okay. I should have been way more tactful. I was just stressed out.
No, it's fine. It's fine, Beetle. You just looked out for me.
I love you, man.
I love you, brother. You're the closest thing to a family that I still have.
And you're gonna come home with me to any family reunion thing that we have, and then you'll have a giant lizard family.
I would like that.
Yeah.
Hart looks out into the distance of the
Yeah,
solitude
we have this
swamp.
special kobold holiday where we all set up traps around the house, and then whoever lives gets to have a big feast at the end.
Oh,
I think you'd
damn.
be really good at it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't die from a lot of traps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called the Great Kobold Culling.
Whoa.
Yeah. Only the
Sounds
strongest survive.
Damn.
damn.
It's my favorite holiday.
Pans to the inside of the house.
Force the scene change.
What you all hear, punctuating that, is, Hart, how do you find? Heard a bunch of ruckus?
Yeah, no, we fixed it. We fixed it.
We fixed it!
Come on in.
Ah.
I assume that we climb back down with a ladder and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys come in. Pretty much Kepper has been asking you, Tellem, on how to fix to the fish and stuff, like to save us a long thing unless you want to go into it. You just pretty much be like, oh, you do this to me. And it's like, well, I didn't know they style their fish that way over in Guangxi.
Tellem is standing there. He's got his hands behind his back, and he's like kind of leaned over. He's like, there are many ways that you can cook a fish, but this is one that holds good memories for me. You can often find them amongst the stars, and the flavor is delicate yet robust.
I see. You're like, well, it's always good to learn a good new way to trying to warm people's bellies and hearts. Thank you, Tellem. And he goes to shake your hand, but he kind of stops for a bit and he kind of puts his hand back. And
Tellem, like, looks at the hand, looks up at Kepper, and his eyes smile, and he's like, think nothing of it. You're very welcome.
he'll nod at the arrival of Hart and Beetle and goes like, oh, friends, welcome back in. We're now ready to finally get the fish ready. It's
How's
like,
it going in here?
It
Smells
smell-
good. Oh.
It does smell good. The soup, the kind of cabbage soup stew sort of deal he's got going on smells great. And he walks over to the fish, now helped out with Gray and Tellem. He puts it inside after he puts a hand over it. Like, oh, it's nice and hot now. Thank you, Hart. That's definitely helped out.
Yeah, Beetle helped a lot.
Oh, no. I just held a brick.
Like, He's like, okay. And he's like, he kind of puts it all inside, puts it in the stove, and kind of like, just kind of like swifts his hands down a little bit, going like, I'll wait here. It's like, I think I need to get a little bit more oil and such from the storage room. And you see
Oh, yeah,
he'll
no
kind of
problem.
leave out. You don't hear a door close because he leaves the storeroom open. But he heads away, leaving you guys alone in the kitchen.
Puts Beetle up on the counter.
You two were out there for a little bit. It wasn't too much of a difficult task, was it?
No, we were just talking about life, and I'm a bit worried about our current situation.
No, understandable.
Yeah.
It's righteous. Truly.
It's
Right.
an interesting situation to be put in, for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired.
Same. I didn't want to say anything, but I am. I'm really tired, you guys.
It's
I'm
normal
looking
to be
forward
tired.
to the beds back at the Elmas.
Yeah.
Oh, bed sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
And Hart, being tired is normal. If there's ever a time when you just need a break, say something. We could stop just for a little bit, okay?
Sure.
And she'll reach over, she'll put a paw on his forearm. Just right and firm. Promise you'll speak up.
Yeah.
Okay. I will. I will. From now on, I will say when I'm tired.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that.
The Kipper will arrive back. I go like, I couldn't find it. Oh, and I assume you all wish to stay for the night. I mean, you're more than welcome, but I don't have a spare room available, I'm afraid.
Oh, don't worry. I can do this. Heart turns into stone.
Oh.
Don't worry, I can do this. Just like Mario Tanuki suits.
Yeah, Heart has the he gained light at level 8. Now that we are level 8, Heart got the feat statue. He can look like a statue, and he doesn't need to breathe, drink, or sleep as long as he's a statue.
Yeah, you can do that. But also, we've been sleeping outside this entire
Yeah.
time. I don't know how long we've been down here, but we've been just sleeping on the floor this entire time.
I
He
cast
stops-
time since. How long have we been down here?
Well, the months have fallen down or so, like month and a week.
Tellem rattles off. He's like, we've been down
Never
here
mind.
exactly 31 days. Oh, wait. What is it?
I think it was I think I said last time you asked me, I think it was a couple months or so. So that
Oh
with
my
a
God.
day or two,
Yeah.
travel,
it's like,
et
we've been
cetera.
down here like XYZ days, this many hours, this many seconds. He like looks directly into Beetle's eyes. It's like
Great.
golden gears and like a cosmic clock are like floating in his hand.
Heart breaks out from his statue form, and he goes, "Oh,
That's
You
really
got-
long.
you guys,
So. Yes, Heart.
we missed our anniversary."
We could celebrate it when we get back to the Almos.
Yeah,
We missed the anniversary when we first met.
that's okay. We'll do it when we get back to the Elvis.
Heart, sweetheart, we'll take care of it. It'll be okay.
Tellem like waves a hand, like not like in a insultingly dismissive manner, and he's like, a year passes fast enough, another will come.
Yeah, let me try to get you all some bedding and stuff. Just wait here. He kind of like puts his hands up to wait there. You see
Thank
he'll
you.
open up the door into a hallway. And you see that he'll kind of come back and close the door.
I missed my birthday.
Yeah. It's
I
okay,
missed
Heart.
your birthday.
It's okay, Heart. It's okay.
He's so upset.
It's all right.
We'll
not
celebrate a
okay.
big party when we get a chance, okay?
There are gonna be more.
See, he'll return. You see that he'll have bedding. He'll have some kind of like stuffed in together, like feathery pillows and quilted blankets and things like that. And he's like, well, if you need to try and stay warm, the living area, pretty much the hearth goes two ways. And he points to his fireplace. And what you will notice if you look past the flames, it also goes into a living room. So the chimney kind of works in two directions, one to be like a stove and a fireplace for cooking. But of course, if you go into the living room, it just acts like a normal hearth. And he'll point there going like, well, you could sleep where you like.
That's ingenious. That's really
Thank
smart.
you.
Oh, and the fish should now be ready. And you'll see that he'll take out the fish and everything smells wonderful. And he'll start dishing out these bowls and drinks and everything else. He'll get you all nice and ready, except for Tellem. And he'll kind of like sit at kind of bring up a stool and it kind of gets everyone else seated if you want to. He'll sit at the head of the table, and you'll see that he'll just kind of he'll sit there and be like, he'll kind of raise his glass and like, To know found friends.
To newfound friends. Yeah.
Right.
So now he'll drink and he'll just start eating.
Gray will follow suit because she watched them make this, so
Yeah.
she knows that it's on the level.
Heart
Yeah.
eats so much.
Talim,
Yes.
roll me a perception check.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She watched her make it! Roll perception. Oh, shit.
I got a total of a 26.
So whenever you saw Kepper basically leave to go get your guys' bedding and stuff, which he's put off to the side for you guys to pick up whenever you're ready. You saw when he turned to basically deliberately to close the door, right?
Right.
You noticed that there was something behind him.
Is it
And it-
something
And
like? Is it
felt something familiar,
Mm.
but familiar can mean many things.
Interesting.
Heart points at Talim's dish. You gonna eat that? Mouth full of cabbage.
Talib like tilts his head, and he's just like, I think we both know the answer to that.
Okay. Do you bide? I wanna be polite, man.
Talib like emotions to everyone's at the table. It's like, well, I appreciate it. Please fill yourselves.
Of course, every single time Brad steals all of his food.
Oh, homemade cooking is so good.
It's so good.
Chew with your mouth closed, Heart.
Talib kind of like he
Sorry.
leans back and he's just rolling coins between his fingers.
I haven't had rice in so long.
I know.
It's so
Just don't
Finally,
choke.
something other than mushrooms.
You eat like you're going to die.
I am.
I am.
Okay.
Talib,
On the
Talib,
spot,
leans
right
back,
here.
folds his hands behind his head. He's like, I'm afraid it's a bit too late for me.
Okay.
Dude, Talim
Like
just laughed.
when Gray is just like, okay, like Talim like audibly chuckles, like a deep, like girthy chuckle.
Whoa.
which
Talim
is-
just laughed.
You're
Yeah,
so
which-
handsome.
which is not a it's not a very common occurrence.
That's to be recorded in the history books. Heart keeps on eating.
So, Capper,
I
you've been down here alone this entire time? Or out here?
he
Sorry,
kind
we've
of
been in a cave forever.
he pauses for a bit while he's eating his food, and he starts kind of fingering it a bit. He's like, "No, it was like, me and my wife helped build this home, and well, she's not with us anymore." And he keeps
What?
eating.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. How long have you been here by yourself?
He's like,
Say 2 weeks. Say 2 weeks.
not for very long. Not for very long.
It's always hard to lose a loved one.
Wow.
He nods.
Did you ever have any kids?
No, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I believe that my family line would have died with me anyway.
We
Oh.
have met a surprising amount of dwarven figures who adopt kids.
That's true.
Yeah, we know someone back in town. Daughter's what was she again? She was a
Uh,
cat.
Like a cat person, yeah.
She was a cat individual.
Yeah, cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, wait, Brett was a dwarf the entire time?
No, Brug was a human.
No.
Okay. No, you were about to throw my entire world in disarray. I'm like,
No, you're the cutest.
he's fucking huge.
Yeah, Brug's a big burly motherfucker who basically
No.
married
He has-
Catfall's wife.
Yeah, he has
so.
proportions of a dwarf though in his art, and my brain
Yeah, he's a burly
translated
man.
it.
That's okay. Our characters can misremember. That's okay.
Yeah, damn right.
Heart
Gray's old.
Heart associates dwarves with having a lot of facial hair, really big eyebrows. They love their family, and they are like built like cubes. He doesn't know the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dwarf right there.
Yeah, that's a dwarf.
I was about to lose my shit.
That's a giant dwarf.
I was like, all these sad stories, everything, I'll put it on fucking hold. They're like, Breck wants a dwarf.
That's a dwarf. That's a dwarf right there.
This entire campaign has been a lie. Oh my god. I had a legit moment of panic.
That's a dwarf.
but Kepper will reply that to you. We're going like, no, it was recent. But,
Yeah, my apologies.
I appreciate it. It's been hard.
Would you like a mango? Like for dessert? For us like staying here?
He kind of eyes you a little bit past his thick, bushy eyebrows.
Hart looks around. Are dwarves like allergic to mangoes?
I don't know if he knows what a mango is, man.
Oh, true. Hart creates a mango.
He
It's a fruit.
kind of raises an eyebrow at it, and he's like, "Are you offering it to him? Like you just bring your hand over?"
Yeah. He holds it over. It's a
take-
fruit.
He takes
from
it.
where we come from.
He bites into it and stuff, and you just see him kind of light up a good bit. And he's like, oh,
It's
This is
delicious,
re-
right?
this is really good.
It's really good, right?
Nice and sweet.
Like, oh, thank you, Heart, for this wonderful gift.
Of course, dude. Dude, keep the seed. He gives him a look like, you're a farbird. You know what to do.
Like, he kind of takes it and he nods, and you see he kind of puts it in an apron pocket and taps it.
Yeah. Smiles. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm really tired, you guys. I'm sorry.
Go for it. We'll be there
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He picks up all of his gear under one arm and his gifted bedding in the other. Hart is legit just in his loincloth and sandal. And he walks towards these two doors and he goes, which one was the bedroom? And he yawns.
He's like, oh, that one right by you. And you see him make a vague gesture.
Yeah, he's very close to grabbing the door right in front, like this one, the one right in front of him.
Yeah, go for it.
The one that he had gotten in before. But when he asks, he goes, "Oh, okay, cool," and he opens his door and he walks in.
You open the door and you enter inside. Basically, what it would be called is a living room. You see a rug in the middle of the room. You see a single rocking chair with a sort of side table in front of the hearth itself. You see another. You see another chair. You see another chair of a different design, more meant for somebody else. Another rocking chair that has been put to the corner. There is a long table over to the side that used to with remnants of leaves or other plant matter on top of it, but now it lays bare. There's more of a welcoming rug near the two double doors to the north. That would be the entrance of the home.
Oh, God, this is nice.
As you enter inside, though, roll me a perception check, Hart.
He tiredly looks around the room like, yeah, this is pretty nice. I wonder where I was. He rolls a total of a 21. 21?
You notice that the fireplace goes out, but you can't see through it.
He turns around and looks at it. Huh. He looks around for like any logs of wood stored anywhere.
You see that there's like a pile of wood.
He puts down his sleeping stuff here on the table for a moment, grabs a log. He splits it in two with his bare hands. And then he walks over to the fireplace and like looks into it, tries to poke around in it with his bare hands due to having fire resistance. He just pokes around in it, trying to whip up the coals again.
You try to mess with the coals, but you're noticing you're having trouble bringing the flame back to life.
This is weird. Maybe he has some more.
Ew.
My nice soft music is being fucked with. Oh no.
Maybe he has some more in the storage. He
Hart, you notice
that-
something behind
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to get this thing going. You notice something behind you.
He puts down the two logs and looks back.
I don't know if you would have vision on this thing. I actually
I
don't.
don't either.
I don't think you have vision on this thing.
I do see it on my foundry.
Huh, that's weird. Well,
Yeah,
for
that is weird.
video lookers, and it's gonna fuck with you, I guess. What you see, like, do you turn around to see
Yeah,
what it is?
he stands there with a log in his hand.
You see a dead woman just standing there looking at you. Bloated as if laying in water for a long period of time.
I like how Froggy just turns into Donnie from Wild Thornberries.
I know her.
Smashing!
Hart stares at this apparition before him.
You see the woman will spread her arms wide open and begin to walk towards you, Harm.
You girls.
True. Yeah.
Hart will, if anything, use his kinetic power to channel power through this log he is holding. And he wants to shove this creature away. He doesn't like a spectral or maybe even fleshy, bloated corpse woman that starts coming near him. I want to athletic check to shove this creature away from me.
He doesn't like girls.
You do so, and as soon as you do, you hear all the doors unlock, and the light comes back.
Okay.
Turns around to look at the fireplace.
The last thing you will see is that you'll hear Kepper like laughing in the other room, like it's like I did a good job on the fish, huh? And you see that the woman will stop fixating on you and glare past the fireplace and gone.
He throws the logs into the fire.
It helps the fire stay burning.
Hart will walk over to his bed stuff, grab it. He will sit down in this rocking chair, realizes he's too big, sits down next to the
Destroys it.
No!
Hart sits down next to the fire. He is like literally sitting on the brim of it due to his fire resistance. He just is sitting there, like sometimes a fire just flickers along his back as he waits for any one of his friends to come in here.
And as you wait, Chat, we'll be right back. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
No, we're not.
I can't believe
Cam.
that Froggy said that.
Shut.
What the hell?
Speaking of hell,
It's the jumping puzzle all over again.
Speaking of hell.
that Kepper has finished his meal, which he would assume other people would as well. And he stands up. He's like, "Oh well, it's time for me to hit the hay." He's like,
Us too.
"Feel free to rest inside of the living area. I'm sorry that I don't have any available beds for you, but the quilts and such should be able to take care of you."
We've been on the floor so many times in the past. One more time isn't going to kill us.
Yeah, and this is a better floor than the caves. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
He will nod, and he will head off over to his bedroom.
All right. Bedtime.
Bedtime. Oh, the soup was good.
Just gonna stretch and join heart.
As they go to join Heart, like Tellem will like stop Gray and be like, "Why don't you go and get ready for sleep? I'm going to go have a walk."
All right. You'll know where to find us if you need anything.
And he just like nods, and he'll actually head outside. And Tellem is gonna like, he'll just walk around, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tellem doesn't need to sleep, so he's just like, let's not make it awkward.
Yeah.
When Gray and Beetle walks, Hart is sitting there, stone-faced, staring at the door. And he walks up, and he closes the door. This place is haunted.
What?
This place is haunted.
You saw an apparition.
Who wasn't Tellem?
Nope.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, just felt I needed to ask.
Yeah,
For
of
that
course.
clarity.
Of course, makes sense. Ghost woman reached
Did
out.
she
Yeah.
Did she look like? And she kind of like makes a vague pointing gesture with her thumb toward the cave.
Darkened skin as in like not darkened naturally in any way, but I'm talking like rotted and swollen and as if she had been floating in some kind of pool of liquid for
It's
like
her. It's her.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
so-
I didn't tell you this because there wasn't a good time. I did a little snooping, and I found at the bottom of the dwarf's wardrobe in his bedroom, there's a bunch of women's clothes wrapped up and kind of tucked away.
He confided in us that he
Yeah.
had a wife.
So that's fine and all. And I don't think that she might be malevolent. You know, most ghosts that we have met ain't that bad.
Yeah.
Zombies is a different thing. But ghosts haven't been that bad if you think about it.
Not that bad. Not that bad.
Yeah.
I
So-
suppose.
But she has the power to turn off light sources, from what I know.
Okay. I
Yeah.
suppose there's nothing we can really do about it until she makes herself known again. Even if then, I don't know if there's anything we can really do.
Yeah.
She tried to walk towards me with her arms open. I
Okay.
did not let her come close to me in that sense because we're not that close. I don't know her name. I don't do that. But also, you know, possession and all that. Tellem
No,
has shown that ghosts
understand.
can do that. Didn't want that to happen. I
Oh,
like to
good
be in
thinking.
control of my body.
You did what you needed to do. I understand.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, he might approach people when they are alone. Cut to Tellem outside.
Oh
So Tellem is outside
Yes.
taking a walk.
Tellem is actually like, he's out in the front yard, and he has actually like, he has taken his sword like out of its sheath, and he's just kind of like in the front yard, and he is practicing.
Like
Like,
ball
it-
ninja
like-
practicing. I get my sword.
Yeah.
The power of God and anime.
Yeah.
You.
The power of money and magic on my side.
Roll me perception checks. Tellem.
Yes. Nope. Tellem is
Wild.
practicing.
Oh, that's a complication.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The
Ghost
first one of the
possessed.
night.
The
Yep.
return of the ghost fly.
Oh my god.
It's a complication.
Like, Tellem was outside fighting a fucking ghost fly.
Just the Star Trek battle music starts coming in. Da 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 da.
It lands on his sword and goes, "We meet again, my adversary."
Holy shit.
Let's see. Ah.
If anyone here, if anyone who is listening would like to add more complications to the list, they can
Don't.
do so. Where? Where can they do that, Soren?
You can do that at patreon.com/narrative declaration, where you too can submit a complication to fuck them up.
That's right, baby. Trauma.
Thumbs up.
All right, this is a bit awkward because you have no one to really role play with. So you
Yeah.
can't like bullshit as I'm going through all the complication stuff, which we're
It's perfectly fine.
there's a huge part of me who wants to revamp our entire system here, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I like the complication system, mostly because, like, if you're going to fail at something, you can have fun with it, and these can give really good moments. In the comparison of this compared to what we did in the past with a different system, this has pretty much been like, okay, it's too game restricted, so we're sitting here searching for the right one, and we don't have the exact thing, like for a perception check. Like, we got no perception checks.
Can't believe the IRS is gonna crawl out of the cabbage field and just grab Tellem.
We know you lied on your tax deductibles.
Tellem's like, I haven't even filed taxes.
So
That's even worse.
I have one, but I'm going to also, I'm not going to mark it down because I think this would work a lot better in Rock Grind, but I'll manipulate it a little bit. So we might get a double downer on this one. So thank you so much, Down Under Dweller, for this one, called Blessing of Yabius or so. What they put down, it says, due to your efforts of protecting the tithe of Crawdadamus from the greedy god that has seen fit to give you a blessing, unfortunately he cannot be here right now. He's on personal business, So I want to subvert what he's done here because he wants to do something with Crawdadamus. So not a lot of people have done stuff with Crawdadamus. Now,
I don't know who Crawdadamus is.
you definitely don't, because in our other campaign, Rock Grind, Crawdadamus is very important. We actually have an entire PDF dedicated to him because he is our holy savior god here in the Solitude. Forever be thy pinch. So,
Okay.
You know what I have to say about that?
yeah.
Who? Omegalol?
Sounds
Because if
like
you
someone
don't
who's
pay-
delicious with butter.
And so, because this dwarf that you met, who has told you that he used to run some of the merchant vans here, or
Yeah.
merchant things, protecting people to and fro, one of the things people will do to scam people is to pay to get the protection of Crawdadamus, so Crawdadamus doesn't come up and kill you, right? And for its protection throughout the swamps. You're out here all alone, Tellem.
Yeah.
And what you see is a large crawdad just looming far to the north in the forest. You see it, Tellem.
Yes.
This thing's bigger than the house.
Yes.
Oh dear.
And as it stares at you, you feel a presence behind you.
Okay.
You're trying to show this damn thing. It does not show this for you guys.
I'm scared.
It popped
I'm
up for a
scared.
second. Okay, no, there it is. Yeah.
I'm
You
scared.
can see the token.
Yeah, it
scared.
doesn't show
I'm scared.
for them. So what I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna use this.
I'm scared.
I'm scared. That
I'm
doesn't.
scared.
Ew.
Gonna hold on for me here, Chad. I'm gonna do a
Oh,
little
wait.
refresher Rooney.
I'm scared.
Oh.
Uh-oh,
You must
what's
log
up?
in to gain access to this game. It says-
Uh-oh.
That broke.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I
That's a
can't
new
believe
type of
Zoran hasn't
creature.
logged into Foundry.
I was definitely logged in. It's giving me 1 billion errors.
Uh-oh, sisters.
Oh, I've had the same problem that Froggy had where you can't see the capture.
Oh,
Please confirm that you're a
yeah.
human before proceeding. Thanks, Forge. We can't see your captcha.
I can't believe that Zoran was at Chat GPT the entire time.
Hit
Oh,
F5,
no.
hit F5, spam F5.
Yeah, unfortunately, refresh won't do it.
Gonna get F5s
See.
in chat.
So how are you guys evening?
I'm
I
doing
just
pretty
ate some
good.
crackers.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty good.
I play a ghost and I'm being haunted. If
That's
this
funny.
is an irony.
Now you know how it feels.
If it, I'll haunt you.
Nuh-uh, you already do.
Your Honor, I claim nuh-uh.
Excuse me, I claim nuh-uh.
In my defense, Your Honor, I'm just a silly little guy.
And it's my birthday. I'm a silly little
Your
guy, and it's my
Honor,
birthday.
I'd like to plead oopsie doopsie.
You wouldn't prosecute a silly little guy, would you?
Not on his birthday. We wouldn't do
Not
that.
on his birthday. Just a silly little guy can't be held accountable by the letter of the law.
Just a funny little fella.
Yeah, it takes all the suspense you try to build. Whole thing just crashes and
I can't believe the stream itself rolled a nat 1.
This is like,
yeah, you complicated so hard it stopped the show.
no, you
Oh
had a
my
ghost
God.
haunt a ghost. You essentially tabletop RPG version divided by 0.
Yeah,
And congratulations. You
that's why it broke.
That's what happens when you do everything live.
Congratulations, Zoran. You've activated my trap gun.
I was a ghost the
That's
entire
right.
time.
You're still alive, really traveling.
No!
All right, let me see if I can get this working.
You see, due to the power of my meme lineum eye.
There we go. We're back in action.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Celine.
And there's a dude
Oh.
there now.
So Celine, you see something
Yes.
behind you, and you
something
see
behind-
it is the same dead woman who's now staring at you. And you notice that she, just like you, is a ghost.
She is. And so, like, Tellem, like, he keeps the sword in one hand and, like, he'll slowly, like, turn around. And he'll lock eyes with her and be like, well, I see that my hopes were not met.
See, the ghost in front of you will begin to cry. Tears will begin streaming down her face as she kind of reaches out to kind of, like, she doesn't come out like in a threatening, I'm going to like snag you motion, but she brings her hands forward as if, you know, like how somebody put their palms up, reach up as if to grab your hands.
Yes.
Do you allow her
So-
to take your hands?
Tellem will actually speak to her in the language of the undead because
Oh,
Tellem
shit!
actually knows Necril,
Oh,
and he will start to utter like this ghostly, like this haunting, this soul scratching, you know, like just spiritual language, and he will actually reach out and take the hands. He's like, and he will look at her, and in Necro, he'll be like, "How have you been wronged?"
You see that she can't speak back. No words come out of her mouth, but she seems to understand you. And she takes your hands and releases one of them and starts tapping your hand. Like, she seems awkward in her form. Like, you would understand this as she's obviously never been dead before. This is new to her.
Yeah.
And her
Hey, stick with me, Slugger. I'll show you the ropes. We'll have you running a ghost business in no time. You know this, aren't you, kid?
You see that she'll just tap your hand as if, like, on the top of your hand, like, you know, she's just like awkwardly just hitting it, you know, just like tap, tap, tap on top of your hand. And she will look to you to see if her awkwardness is getting through.
Can I roll a check of any sort to understand? Because I'm stupid.
Roll me. Trying to think what knowledge this would go for. Occultism or Arcana.
Occultism or Arcana.
The magic words.
So I will actually roll occultism, drawing on my ghostly knowledge of ghostly stuff. Ooh, ooh. And I actually got a 30 on that.
With your roll of a 30, she's indicating something about hands.
And
And you'll see she will disappear from you and then reappear over to the corner of the house, over in front of the window, where we'll quickly cut to Beetle, Gray, and Heart.
Yeah, so that's why I think if we take Beetle and we put him on a fishing pole and we hang him into a different room, he's technically alone.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, and then you can talk to the ghost. Yeah, right?
I mean, that's one way to do it, but
I still just think we should get Tellem to do
Wait.
it, and I don't think that's a racist suggestion.
Wait.
And frankly, I'm offended
Wait.
that you suggested that it was
Gray,
racist.
Gray holds up a hand. Gray holds up a hand.
Yeah?
What?
Like, she just holds it up in front of Beetle. Just,
What?
Tellem is outside.
Yeah?
Alone.
He's a ghost. He's fine. She can't get him.
But what if
Can a
she
ghost haunt a
appears
ghost?
to him? I don't know. Is ghost on ghost possession a thing?
I don't know.
There's kobold on kobold violence. So
I don't like
see
This
why
is
it should
okay.
be.
Now you're being racist.
you want
Now
to know something?
you're the one being racist.
You brought
wanna
it
know
up.
Something really funny out of character.
Yeah?
Tellem as a ghost is probably one of the strongest ghosts in existence. He could put most ghosts in a fucking headlock and just be like,
Oh,
"You
yeah,
ain't going
physically
anywhere,
strongest?
nerd."
That's true.
most ghosts have like a strength score of -5.
Ghost on ghost violence.
Yeah, and Tellem comes there with his +3 and he goes, "What's your strength score?"
I have a +4.
Yeah, +4 and goes, "What's your strength score?"
What's your strength score, nerd? Nerd? Huh? Nerd?
Bullies.
He's trained in athletics too, so he's just like, "Come here, you. I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you up ethereally."
After like, Beetle just kind of goes like, and like basically, like Gray's just like, I don't like this, and she's just gonna head outside.
You notice you can't get through the
You can't
door.
go alone.
Oh no, never mind.
You can't go alone. That means that she will haunt you.
I can't. The door won't open.
Because Heart's in the way.
Oh yeah, because Heart's in the way of the door.
Opens the door.
There you go.
Thank you. You made it sound like the door was blocked for real, and it wasn't just Heart being Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go together.
As-
Beetle, the
As
the
you
door
guys
shuts.
leave,
Beetle is alone. No.
Beetle, you notice in the window someone was looking at you.
Ew! Beetle fucking runs faster.
Tellem, as they
Yes.
maneuver around, you see that the ghosts will come up to the corner, stare at Beetle, look back at you, but then disappear around the corner. Or basically go around the corner and disappear.
So, like as she does that, Tellem actually follows, like along, passing, like floating by the windows and looking in them. I guess as he sees the party exiting out, and I guess he'll go around the corner.
The ghost got him.
No, he just went that direction.
You will go around the corner and you will see that she will appear to the side of the house. She's just tapping her own hand, and you see that she is crying. And with the approach of your friends and the light, she disappears.
By the way, Beetle, I'm sorry that I once again, I'm very sorry. You were right. Something was up.
I told ya.
Yeah, I should listen to you way more.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
so
never
smart.
wrong. I've always got the best ideas. I got the biggest mouth.
Yeah. Got the biggest brain, arguably.
Beetle, could you come up here? You have the light source. My eyes aren't quite as good as they used to be.
You guys come around the house and you see Tellem standing by the side of the house.
Tellem!
Tellem is like leaned in on a window, and he's like peering into the darkness with his dark vision.
Hey, this
You
bitch is
see-
haunted.
You notice that the windows, you can't see through them because they are barred.
Is it locked bars or secured bars?
It is boarded up.
Anti-ghost wood.
Tellem, what's up?
Yeah. For you, Tellem, you
Yeah.
can stick your head through,
Yes.
and you see a body and a pool of blood.
What does the body look like? And its dress or garb?
You would see that the body looks like someone who would be I'm trying to think of the right height for it, or right description for it. Someone who would be tall as a teenager.
Teenagers can be a lot of heights.
That doesn't narrow it down. Dwarf size?
Are we talking? Are we talking like preteen, or are we talking like cornbread? They work on the farm with their uncle, like lifting hay bales. Teenager.
It's hard to see from where you're at.
Okay, but that's just with sticking my head through, right?
Yeah,
What do you
that's from
see with your
sticking your
ghost
head through.
eyes?
That's
What are
So,
you? What
that's
are you
what
doing?
you see. Would you like?
Yeah.
Would you want to try to get like a way better look somehow?
I
You want to roll in
would
perception?
like to. Yeah, I'll do perception. And that is a total of a 20.
With you roll over 20, like you still get similar information, but you do see a little bit more features onto the body itself. It looks like a dwarf.
As Tellem like sees that, the ghost we saw earlier, did that appear to be the ghost of the woman that Tellem earlier, like dragged her the rest of the way out of the pool, like kind of tried?
Yes.
Okay. So that is not the ghost that is haunting, but it's trying to point us towards this body. And at that, Tellem is just like, he like under his mask, like his eyes narrow, and he sneers as certain type of rage washes over him. The rage of somebody who has been unjustly killed and is in part bound to a realm because of it. And as he pulls his head back out, he'll get hit with the light, and he will suddenly like just whip his head over to the side, and it's just like like look at Gray, and his eyes are pinpoints, and he looks a little bit more dead, and he does not look happy.
You found something, didn't you?
He will straighten himself up and dust himself off as he composes himself. He's like, I believe I have found our host's wife. Or another.
What?
Okay.
No, scratch the wife part, because like I forgot that Zoran said they look like a teenager.
The
Lee would
body
be like,
inside the room you looked into,
Yeah.
that looks like a dwarf body.
Oh,
The woman who's been being the ghost and stuff is exactly the same woman you found in the cavern.
Yeah.
Inside the cave.
Yeah, but you said like the body inside had like more like a teenager like look to it. Like
I was trying to
teenage
get
dwarf, or
I was trying to get the height down.
Oh,
for you without-
okay. All right.
Because you didn't have enough information, so I was kind of like, okay, it looks like this, but no, it looks like a dwarven body.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, in that case, Tellem is just like, I do believe I have found the body of a dwarven woman.
Oh, okay. Let's take a look then. Okay. Let's see. Okay. If we go back inside, we could just
Yeah.
open the door and take a better look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been easy. It just had to be something like this.
The moment the sky turned from mushrooms to open sky, I knew something was up.
I mean, you noticed it at least. The
Beetle,
rest of
can
us.
you come back here?
Oh, what's up?
You're the light source, man.
Oh, sorry, I'm going too fast.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're smart like that.
You see Kepper rocking in his rocking chair inside the living room.
Hi, Kepper.
Oh,
Oh, Kepper's in there.
oh,
Hey.
good. And he makes a, and he gets up and stuff. He's like, I heard people walking around, and I just wanted to make sure you were all fine. I didn't see anybody here, so I honestly thought you left.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're not-
sorry. Talib went out to take a walk, and we were like, where the heck is he?
Yeah,
It was taking a
taking
while.
long.
And
Oh.
Tellem will like float up behind the party, and he looks imperious. He's not hiding that he's in a foul mood.
Yeah. Like, oh, well, it's good you got your friend, because, you know, that's what friends are for, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks for coming to check on us.
oh, no problem. Anything that a buddy can do. Now, it's like, just come on back in. Let's go ahead and head on back to bed. It's way late.
Yeah,
You know, we
too
gotta make
late to
sure
go
all
out
of
for
our
walks.
friends are safe.
Yeah, of course. Quick question.
Yeah.
Why did you end up with this design? Heart points at the fireplace. Why did you have it so that it goes between two rooms?
Really smart, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just so we didn't have to make an entirely different, you know, chimney and stuff like that. You know, my father thought of it, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it looks great. It's a smart design.
Oh, thank you.
So
Yeah.
Lee will turn around and slowly close the door and lock it.
With what key?
I don't know. I assume there's a lock
Magic.
on the inside.
Yeah.
No,
ledge.
this isn't modern times.
Okay.
They all had a
Alright.
key.
Okay.
I'll say you do some ghost shit. I'll roll me
Yeah.
roll me an Arcana. You got mage
Puts
hand.
finger in lock hole.
You got mage
Puts
hand.
finger in lock hole, cartoons it. It's me, I'm just a
If
silly little guy.
you beat a 20, all out.
All right. I got a total of an 18.
It stays unlocked, but you close the door.
Yeah.
Beetle's gonna start grabbing the quilts and like passing them out like they're getting ready for bed.
Thank you, Beetle.
You're so welcome.
Like, oh, let me help you out here. And he comes over, kind of helps pass the quilts and stuff, and pillows. He's being, very helpful and such.
How long did you say that you would live here? I know dwarves live like a real long time. So
Oh well, for this house we built it in. He kind of thinks a little bit. Oh, it's been a while. I think 70 years ago, I believe.
Whoa.
And you said you're. Who was it who came up with the idea for the fireplace?
Oh,
your
my
dad,
father.
right? Yeah.
Hmm. Inherited the house then.
Hey, hi. As he passes the quilts and everything else around, he's like, oh, let me get this rocking chair out of the way. He moves things around. He's like, anything I can do to make you more comfortable?
Oh, this is great.
Oh, where is the bathroom?
Oh, the outhouse?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he gets a little bit shy. Well, I usually use he kind of motions to the cave.
Ah!
Running water,
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes if I need the fertilizer,
Does the tunnel back there like break a lot? I saw the sediment ain't that super stable. Like walls can collapse in there.
And I haven't seen any walls collapse in quite a while. I go down there to the stream and everything and get some water every so often.
A wall collapsed on us. Like not on us, but yeah.
Oh yeah. These caves are pretty unstable.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't look hurt, do you? And
No.
so you kinda-
No. We're fine. Just telling you live here. Is important that you should know. Perception check. Did this man react? Was this man shooketh?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me.
I rolled a 14 for a total of 26.
Check his stats. Hold it.
What's your deception DC?
But basically what you said, he pretty much was like, I mean, you're fine, right? Like, you're absolutely fine. He looks way more concerned that if you were hurt, he would be very worried.
No. I'm fine. It's just that,
There's a lot of stuff in those caves.
Yeah. And as you said, you get water from there. Didn't want you to get hurt. Someone could die in there.
Who knows what's further upstream?
No, DM's like, as far as I can tell, I haven't had any major problems with the cave itself. I mean, ever so often a critter or two would find its way in there, either passing by my house or, maybe even coming down the streams itself. But, I usually have never really had much of a problem with it. But it's nothing to dwell on, late at night. Let's go ahead and get some sleep. We can check out the area, if you really need to in the morning. But let's go ahead and get some sleep.
Yeah.
So Liam at that point will float up along next to the side of Kepper, and he looks out the window. And as he looks out the window, he kind of says over his shoulder, he's like, I'm sure my companions could use the rest. Unfortunately, the vengeful dead do not sleep.
Oh. Well, I'll leave you to it, friends. Yeah, just come knock on my bedroom door if you need anything.
Thank you.
You have a good night, Kipper.
Good night. Sleep well.
You too. And he closes the door to the living room, and you hear a go, 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 go as he walks off. And a door shut.
I kind of want to open this door. But I'm big, so he would hear me if I
I got
run
it.
around.
Beetle throws the quilt off himself and crawls over on all fours, gets up. I'm going to make a stealth check to carefully open the door.
Okay.
Natural 20!
Let's go!
You're able to open the door nice and stealthily. As if it was the oil, like those perfectly oiled hinges.
Yeah,
you've ever seen.
oiled hinges. All right. He goes back down onto all fours and he crawls down the hall, makes it to the door of the, where the awful things were.
Uh-huh.
He takes a little sniff at the crack.
Tellem, you wanna like help him find the thing that you saw?
Salim, as he looks out the window, you can see like his back, and he just silently shakes his head. He has a hand on like the pommel of his sword, and he just shakes his head back and forth. He's no.
All right. Beetle opens the door. Oh, he doesn't. It's locked.
It is. You try to, and you rattle a little bit. You got any thieves' tools?
I don't believe he does.
If you want to try to pick lock it, you can try to be inventive with it, but I'm going to give you a -2 penalty.
Yeah,
I think
Beetle's
it's
gonna
-5.
look at the
I have to
group.
triple check rules, but I'm
Well, let me
allowing
check
you
my
with that
thieves'
penalty.
tools.
He's
Hey.
gonna come crawling back. It's locked.
Oh, I
Tellem
can
might
take a
be
look
able to
at it.
open it. Oh, you
I
okay?
can give it
Okay.
a look. I am trained in thievery.
But you have thieves'
I'll-
tools.
Ooh,
Tellem said
don't.
he has.
Yeah, it would be common knowledge that Tellem has thieves' tools
yeah.
for reasons.
Yeah, to open chests.
Yeah,
Open chest.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Regular
yeah.
adventure stuff.
Yeah.
Regular adventuring stuff.
Guys wanna
Yeah.
give it a shot. Figure that out.
Hey, Tellem.
He,
I mean-
he sighs and he starts to like drift over. He's like, I can.
I can stay here in case the specter appears again. I'll come help. I'll come.
Tellem,
get you.
like as when Hart says that, Tellem like stops, but he stops like an upright position, and he will like turn back slowly at Hart, and will look at him with a withering gaze, and it's like, you do not have to worry about her.
All right.
And he will drift through and try to pick the lock.
Okay,
And,
so
I
for
yeah.
so for lock picking,
Yes.
let's figure out how to do lock picking.
I hate
Skyrim mini game
Yay!
window opens up.
The Skyrim things, like okay,
Yeah.
biting on one.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, that's
I
not-
hate.
We need the
lock
lockpicking
minigames.
lawyer.
I hate lockpicking minigames.
Yeah.
All right, so basically you need thieves' tools to pick locks. So what you can do for me is you need to make me a thievery check.
I do.
If you're doing this in combat, it'd be two action thing, chat. So
I take my thievery.
now remember, if you critically fail the DC for it, you can break your tools.
Oh boy. I've got a plus 13 to the roll, so I will roll this, and that is a 6. I'm actually going to take my hero point to re-roll that.
Hero point. Natural 20. With a
No
critical
fucking
success, you unlock
way!
the lock where you achieve 2 successes toward opening the complex locks and you have no trace of your tampering. Because of your ghostly nature, you leave no footsteps, Tellem, and you unlock the door.
Guys, this is it. This is it, guys. We just needed to play horror games to get critical
That's
hit.
right. That's right.
We need to stop playing adventure games and start playing horror games.
That's right.
Then we're great.
It's right.
So-
True.
At that point, like Tellem like silently manipulates the lock, and then the door swings open like it is as ethereal as him, just silent as, well, the dead. And as he does, he will stand up and he will float in and look to his left.
You enter inside the room and you only see a single bed, now stripped of all of any pillows or downings or sheets or quilts or anything. You would also see kind of like near where things would have been stored. This is where he got all the quilts and blankets and things from. The body to the south you see plain as day, but it is covered by a blanket. The blood now seeming to you, Tellem,
Yeah.
been there for a bit.
Tellem will actually drift forward and he will stand at the foot of the body. And if Beetle is looking at him, Tellem's shoulders are slumped. His head is bowed down. He is looking at this, like comparatively small dwarven body. And he will reach down and he will attempt to grab the edge of the cloth, which I think requires me to do a... I can't remember if
I think you
Jesus
assurance
Christ, you
it.
scared the piss out of me.
I think with your assurance, you automatically can physically touch, right?
Do I have assurance in athletics?
I thought you
I
did.
thought I only had assurance in
Yeah,
crafting.
regardless, give it a roll. See if you can interact
Alright.
with the cloth. Or ask Beetle to do it.
I think it's athletics. And yeah, so Tellem will actually, as he reaches down to grab the cloth, he's able to physically interact with it as he channels his will into it, and he just pulls the sheet away to just see what lies beneath.
As you pull the sheet away, you see not a female dwarf, but Kepper's body.
Uh-oh.
You see Kepper dead before you.
Beetle just
Brutally-
slowly looks up at Tellem and blinks one eye after the other, his mouth agape.
Tellem will slowly, like when he sees that it's Kepper, he raises his head slightly. His eyes go wide, and in the process of like dropping the sheet, he looks at Beetle and it's like, "We need to leave now."
Yeah, I agree.
We could have been friends. As you guys look behind you, there's Kepper behind you in the room, somehow
Close the
getting
door.
past Hart and Gray. That's what we talked about, right, Tellem? We could have been friends. And you see that this version of Kepper is bleeding. You look at the corpse in front of you, and you see places where he would have been strangled and mauled and just flesh just beaten to a pulp. But this one was stabbed as if from a saber or shot as if from a Giselle,
Whoa.
or punched or punctured by that of thorns and rock, and shot or sliced open from a flinging axe.
Tellem narrows his eyes and he puts a hand on the hilt of his sword and he says, Hevok.
With the sound of his own name, Tevok switch Ernie. Tevok comes forth. We could have been friends, Tellem. I did all of this for you and you. Multiple hands point to you, Tellem, and Beetle.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I wanted what you have. I don't have it. The thing you call friendship. I want it, and I had it. And he looks down, that multiple hands come up. I held it. The warmth, that very feeling of being a friend. I was going to keep it. Keep you, and you, and them. And emotions behind him. Gray and Hart.
Yeah.
In the room, it seems oddly silent. You haven't heard from Tellem and Beetle for a while. But what you start noticing is, like, you imagine taking your hand on a wooden surface and just, like thumps.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you start to notice things that might seem like spiders at the start, but it's multiple hands. But some of the hands seem injured. Some of the hands seem like they're limping. Others are healthy, as if it was hurt. As if you've done something to them before. And they'll start crawling around everywhere.
None of this is
Oh.
real.
No. When you're in the ways, people, you're supposed to desire what you want most, where you want to go. Some of you wanted to go back home. Some of you wanted to be warm again. I wanted that for you to be my friends. And so we came here. Do you think
You know,
I did a good job? And he motions around the home and everything.
Tavok, if you wanted friends, you could try not being a psychopath. That works really well above ground.
Like, not be deranged. Like.
Killing people is not how you make friends. And climbing into a dead cockatrice and attacking them is not how you make friends.
Multiple hands begin to climb around inside of the room.
We'd have been your friends
Oh!
if you weren't such a freak.
Gray's gonna come out of the room.
Yeah. Hard
But you're
follow.
nasty. You're nasty and you're a freak.
I mean, this is just like my Discord DMs with Froggy.
You're not nice. Stop laughing. You don't have friends because you're not nice.
Gray's listening outside of the door. She's gonna look over her shoulder to Hart and just go, "Hey, I think our friend is here."
Hard
Oh
throws.
shit! You called him a friend. Now you're gonna be stuck.
The pact is
You
sealed.
see-
Devog is just
The
like.
seal, the
You
seal, the
see
seal, the
his
seal.
teeth grin, and they do the zipper chatter movement
Stop
of the
that!
tea.
That's gross.
You
Stop.
know.
Where's Caravan? Where's Shum?
There. You see,
Huh?
I couldn't have you be friends with someone else. They were too nice.
What?
I tried to be friends with the dwarf, and he didn't want to be my friend because he already had a friend. So I took what I wanted. But then
What
she
the
didn't
fuck?
want to be my friend. So I took all chances of her to make friends. And then him. And now, what about you?
Damn,
This point,
doppelgangers in Tyne are fucking creepy.
Tellem will step forward, or float forward with his hand still on the pommel of his sword, and will fix Tevok with a gaze and look at him and sincerely, like with sincereness, but also like a heavy layer of just like disappointment. He's like, I tried to tell you that people are not possessions. You cannot possess a friendship. It is something that you must build. But you have shown that time and time again that you are a beast that will not learn. That you will take the lives of innocents and condemn them to eternal torture through your cruelty. And like a beast, I will now put you down.
Beetle pulls out his gun and loads it.
Tellem will start to draw his sword.
Okay. Gray? Gray and Hart?
Yup.
You hear all this.
Yep.
Gray's reaching for Mom Bailey.
Hart puts a hand on the and opens it up.
Yeah, let me scoot so you can be in front of the door.
Excuse.
I can't open the door because I can't see.
Yeah, we can't see.
It's very dark.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
What about light source?
Oh
Should
my
I brought
god!
lights? So, Soren, I kick in the door.
You can't. How can you kick if you can't see it? Roll me a d20.
I kick straight forward.
It's obscured.
Puts hole through wall.
Roll me a d20. We got to see if you can get it. It's obscured.
my D20.
You don't kick the door. You roll a 2. You just kick the air. Just.
Start spinning around, kicking, take Gray
The
out.
heart is just like, I cast stub toe.
Soren, I kick until the wall goes down.
You and you crash open the door. Tevok looks at your explosive entrance, looks at all of you, and just goes, you have such good friends.
You're disgusting, man.
Look! You did this to Kemper! What is so funny?
See, he'll begin
God.
to
Oh,
cry.
God. Oh,
With a
God.
cry, and he'll
From
dissipate.
what eyes?
And as he begins to dissipate, he just transforms into multiple hands and begin to scatter everywhere. Just like a wave of spiders.
As he starts to transform, Tellem will actually like lash out at his face with a spell strike. Just like, no, you don't. Not again.
Go ahead and target him. Do me a spell strike.
Okay. I just need to do, I just need to do a little, just need to do a little. I missed. And I swing, and then I miss. And then I swinged, and then I missed, and then I swing, and then I missed.
You try to go in and really pretty much just magic and just fury of a wraith, just magic just tearing through multiple hands as he dissipates, and you just hear
I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home.
Tellem at this point just screams. He's like, I will put you down, Tevok, if it is the last thing that I spend an eternity doing.
and you see that him and the hands will dissipate.
Oh. Oh.
And what you will find yourself
Yeah.
back in the river
Oh.
with all your friends back.
Oh.
And as you're going down the river,
What the fuck?
as you're going down the river, you still taste the food because you actually ate.
Beetle still has light on him.
Beetle still has light.
Are you guys
Tellem,
real?
your spell slot was still used.
I
Heart.
used the cantrip.
When you used your cantrip. You-
I wasn't
Did
sure
you
if we had
use
rested and
Yucca
had like all of our spell slots
Like-
back. I had all mine expended from the spotlight still.
You know it was real. You know,
Picks up and holds Beetle.
Gray just kind of like slumps into the boat. She's just like, oh, she's staring at like the wood grain. She's gone.
shoo,
Hey, you guys
Oh,
all
shit.
right?
shoo. Like,
Tellem
Shum
just
starts patting
slashes
you.
at the water in frustration.
Gray gives like a very, very shaky thumbs up as she sinks further into the boat. She just looks like she's had a time.
I think if we want to get out of here, we all have to be thinking the exact same thing.
What do you all
We all
think
have to
of?
be thinking about the surface. And we all have to think about just to be safe, we should think about the exact same place. on
Let's
the
think about
surface
the
if we can.
Almos. Think about the
Well,
Almos.
Wait, has everyone been to the Almos? What about Garvin and them? Maybe
I
the
mean,
the
us at
Delvers
least,
Guild.
if the four of us, I'm holding on for anything right now, Beetle.
Well, what about the Delvers Guild? Because you've all been to. Oh, but Shum. What's
Shum.
somewhere? They've never been above ground, have they? Have they?
Shoo. I don't believe our friend. Are you all right? You know, like you see Namadeth will look to you all and be like,
You guys didn't go anywhere?
No,
Something
we just-
is messing with us in particular.
You see Namadeth will kind of settle in and he's looking left and right a bit perplexed and he's like,
You remember that thing that was in the cockatrice?
yes.
It just took us somewhere.
Surprisingly, he doesn't question it. Normally, people would think you're crazy, but he's like, oh, well, whatever it is, we must try to get away from it in due haste. Yeah, take the oars.
I'll take the oars.
And Namadeth will begin rushing forward into the rowboats. Beetle, where do you think you want to go?
Well, they haven't decided on a place. Maybe if we all just think of the sun. If we all just think of the sun above us,
I can't believe we're gonna teleport directly into the fucking sun.
No, that would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if
yeah.
we just
The
think of
caves.
somewhere
You
where we
fall
can see
into
the
a
sun.
solar nuclear furnace.
But have either of the Leshies seen the sun? Maybe if we tell them to picture a big yellow ball in a blue sky.
Shoom raises his hands up. Shoom.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Okay, somewhere we can see the sun. So we won't be underground, we'll be above ground.
Shoom.
Okay, picture a big yellow ball in a canvas of blue with little splotches of nice white clouds.
We're gonna end up in fucking Elmo's world.
Beetle closes his eyes and God, he thinks about nothing but a clear sky.
What is Hart thinking of?
Hart is thinking of a clear sky as well, except his view of the sky is probably more akin to something that is not an outset.
Tellem, what are you thinking about?
Tellem thinks about Elmo's world.
How do I get out of Elmo's world?
You don't.
No.
Tellem also
I
thinks of like the above ground, the
Yeah.
sun, the
Yeah.
open sky. He thinks about those things.
Gray, what do you think about?
Gray is thinking of the open sky and great swaths of plains beneath it. She's thinking of her children and playing with them. And she's just thinking of the sun and the sky mostly.
And as our party members have begun this ride, thinking of many different things, and now to think of something united. And as they hope that this river will take them to where they want to go, we'll see where it takes them next time on Rotgoons.
No!
Soren!
No, you end us on where we end up! You end us on where we end up! You end us on where we end up!
How do I get out of Elmo's world?
You don't.
to leave Elmo's world.
I'm biting the floor. I'm shaking my whole house.
Elmo's friends.
No!
But hey, you got fed.
Sure did.
We sure did.
I'm betting that this is actually still the afterlife, and when we wake up, we are like literally 1 minute has passed.
Ugh.
This is
Swear to
all in the
God.
afterlife.
Our
If
characters are gonna mind
if
break.
Zoran is like this entire time has been like, this has been a dream sequence.
No, it is not a
Like-
dream sequence.
Okay.
I hate dream sequences.
Same.
Congratulations, you're level 5 again.
Scream.
No!
Holy shit.
You thought you were going to catch up to the rock ray.
Yeah, you were so close.
No.
But with that,
Especially,
chat,
yeah.
I hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed this episode of Rotgoons. I want to reintroduce you to the amazing players who brought you this episode, starting off with Minerva.
It's me, Minerva. I play the Grey Crocus. You can find me at all socials under Party Demoness. I stream, I do art. I'm a pain in the ass.
The next up we have our caffeinated co-leader, Cabal.
Elmo.
No!
No, my name is Cabal. You can find me under Cabal on all platforms. Your favorite caffeinated cult leader on Twitch. And yeah, I'm playing Tellem Shabura, the level 8 Sparkling Targe Magus.
Then we have a resident little guy, Froggy Luck.
Hi, it's me, Froggy. I'm here on Twitch. I'm everywhere. I stream. I do art. I play Beelzebub. I hope you have a great day. This is a threat.
We have the ever lovely SaltyJub.
Soren's. My name is SaltyJub, and I draw funny hee hee hoo hoo. The other people in this funny call like Cab and Soren. You can find my funny art at a bunch of cool places, but specifically at SaltyJub at Twitter.
And of
I played
course,
hard. He's big.
and I've been your host and game master for this evening chat. Tell us what you thought about the episode over on Discord at discord.gg/narrative declaration. Help out the show at narrative declaration or patreon.com/narrative declaration, where you can also watch all of us play Pathfinder Kingmaker for the exclusive campaign of Kingmaker, where Thurston is game mastering it for us, where all of us here are players in it. And
It's so good.
Yeah, and of course you'll have YouTube and everything else on Twitch. If you're listening on podcast form, all that other stuff, Google Podcasts are getting shut down, so we'll try to get that figured out for you all. Love you all very much. Hope you all have a wonderful time. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, chat. Farewell.
Bye, guys. I hate
Down Sesame Street.